Down, they just think they are. Another little wannabe gangster trying to play hard. Down, they just think they are. Another little wannabe gangster trying to play hard. Free up the guys, then dip out the ends. Jump in the ride, then burn out the rims. Don't stop, don't catch the boy that I'm in. Now he's in the block with the up for events. Skin kept close, cause you plotting on them with the tits on 10. Back in the back, that's on tap, all ready to go and jump in. Down, they just think they are. Another little wannabe gangster trying to play hard. Down, they just think they are. Another little wannabe gangster trying to play hard. Down, down, ding 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 down, ding.
Deal screen! We are live, ladies and gentlemen. We are live! live with Blaze 4K, ready to make some memes. Look at his face, that beautiful side profile. We are Big Nose Brothers in unison. Yeah, it's good to be back, and I'm sorry I'm late, chat. I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
No, it's my fault, actually. I was running late.
It's actually
has
my
nothing
fault.
to do with gas. No, it was actually mine, but yeah.
It was all my fault. It was all my fault. I take it on the chin. Actually, Blaze, it actually worked out really well because I was having technical issues. And literally as you came around, I managed to fix them. My Stream Deck needed an update and it wasn't working. And yeah. But it's good to be back with my homie Blaze 4K. Yeah, look at that face. Look at that face. Oh.
Guys, I can tell you're happy that you get to yell and scream and use auto-tune again. I can tell. You haven't used auto-tune in a while. I can tell.
I would use auto-tune, except Go XLR.
He has made it sound like this because they don't freaking.
They've gone bust. They've gone bust and they don't upgrade their shit. So it doesn't work. Or it works sometimes, it doesn't work all the time. It sucks. It sucks. Chat, thank you so much everybody for being patient and waiting. We're gonna go into it before I do. Let me just give a shout out to everyone in the chat. Lutrons, I saw you were the first one to rock up in here. Good to see you. He's having some Taco Bell, so that means he'll be here for about 30 minutes before he shits himself. Shout out to Molten Pandora. Fonz Gaming, who's gonna be going on live. I will redirect viewers to his show if he, assuming he doesn't end it before mine ends, because that's happened before. Eldrick, good to see you. BT Maverick, good to see you. Oh, fucking Discord. Tijan, Slippick, it's good to see you, bruh. Not long till we get to play freaking Battlefield. Randoms,
Bro.
Serendipity. Oh yeah, you know about Battlefield. We're gonna get into it. Connor Gregati. We're gonna get into. He's asking about the ROG Ally price, which we will talk about for sure. But there's been a very, very eventful week, and finally, look at Blaze comes onto the show when there's actual good news for PlayStation. It only took freaking 15 quadrillion years for PlayStation to have something appreciable that we can say, oh, that's a good roadmap. But they've had it, and me being fair, I will give my flowers. I'm not like Mooch and all these people. I know Mooch is your friend. I have no hatred towards Mooch. I don't really know him that well. Blaze is like, oh god, another thing to navigate all the politics and bullshit we were talking about.
No. Mooch is my guy, man. That's my guy.
Yeah, no, I know. Good, I know.
He's Italian, brother. You know what I mean? He's a guinea, man.
He sounds just like Mag. I can't tell the two guys apart sometimes. But yeah, man. It's been. Look. I had a heart-to-heart with Blaze. I was like, yo, Blaze, this is like 2 days ago. Blaze, please come on. I know I owe you 15 quadrillion shows and I'm ready to go. But I need to speak to someone on a level. No bullshit. Some brother that I can just vibe with on the reels. No corporate cock, none of that shit. I need someone just on the reels to talk this shit. And it just so happened that PlayStation started doing really well as well. So this dickhead gets his reprieve, even because I was a piece of shit to him when PlayStation had the infamous PlayStation Showcase event. And I was taking the piss, and you were there, and I was, and I felt a little bit guilty, even though you were glazing a little bit of PlayStation, because it's the natural glazing tendency that you had, predisposition to suck it off Sony.
Listen,
and I felt
all the hate Sony has gotten over the years, all the state of play, they've deserved it. They've put out lackluster shows, and even this last show was lackluster until a few moments.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
there's a couple things to me. I know people a lot of people give the show a high score. I gave it a 7, and Wolverine jumped it to a 7.
What's funny is BG gave it a 3.5. Jack Move gave it like a 7 or an 8. Jack Move gave it higher than BG. Is a freaking, that says a lot. Although it's interesting. I get both sides of the equation there. I guess we're talking about it now, so we might as well freaking jump into state of play chat. Yeah, so let's go into a state of play. Normally it's state of mid, and this was a pretty mid show overall, barring the power of first parties. You see that? You see that? For the longest time, I took the piss out of state of play because I said, if you don't show your first party titles, it's going to be a shit show. You built your PlayStation brand on the back of your first party, so don't then try and retrofit your arguments. Oh no, it's not bad, and then they always got a D rating, and people are like, oh no, these games are so good. You're being so toxic. What about all the multiplayer? Okay, that's fine. I've given State of Plays their flowers for multiplats as well. If they've had good showings, but what happened with PlayStation was that it had built up cumulative interest on its first party, lackluster first party showing, and so the pressure mounted every State of Play for a good show. There was more pressure, and PlayStation haven't blown anything out of the water there. But what they've done is shown games that have, well, apart from Saros, that have been long announced, and they've shown well. And the State of Play was shit, barring two games. I gave it a C, which is basically around about 7, like what you did. But I'm actually really excited about PlayStation's first party games for the first time, and all of them, but we'll talk about it in a minute. First game though, and I know my homie Blaze will appreciate this, Saros, innit, bruh? It's Returnal 2, isn't it? It is basically the sequel to Returnal. I don't think many people were expecting it to be that close to Returnal. We saw when the CGI trailer came out, and you saw the orbs coming in. I'll put the gameplay up in a sec. That, oh right, that's how we immediately clocked this is Housemarque's next game. But what we didn't expect was a game to be so close to Returnal, and I don't think many people are complaining about it. Because
no, I expected it. I expected it.
You expected it?
Oh, once I seen, if you're gonna show the gameplay trailer, and you look in the eye, the reflection of his eye, you seen the pattern of the bullets. You know what I mean? In that.
Yeah.
Once I seen that, I'm like, it's gonna be the same type of game.
All right. Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right.
I mean, they could have legit called it Returnal 2. You know what I mean? But there seems to be like a shield. No, they seem to have different things. But even the animations when you're meleeing, it looks identical. But that's not a bad thing, because Returnal's an excellent game. Yeah. You know what I mean?
No. Returnal is one of my favorite games of this generation. I think it's a bit criminally underrated. And this game looks like an improvement over that. If you didn't like Returnal, you're not going to like this game. I don't think. But I do think this game will sell a lot better than Returnal, because Returnal didn't do that well. Is it priced at $70? Do we know if it's priced at?
You know, that's an interesting question what we say here, because people talk about, oh, they should have named it Returnal 2, but Returnal itself, people know what Returnal is, and that sold what, 500,000 copies? It didn't sell well, so why call it Returnal 2? Try a new IP, see if you can get people to jump on board again, and you know what I mean, because it looks like it's going to be a lot more accessible this time around. Yes. You got shields, you got revives and stuff like that. Dude, when you first played Returnal on the PS5, you had to keep your PlayStation on for fucking weeks, basically.
Yeah.
It's like, so I think this is going to be a lot more accessible to newcomers. It's still going to have its challenges. I wonder if co-op's there day one. I have a lot of questions. I want to see a lot more, but yeah, I'm with it. That looks awesome.
Yeah, it's a good thing that you mentioned about the accessibility. One of the things that alienated a lot of people, but with Returnal, was just how unforgiving it was. Even more so than a regular roguelite. And, you know, I appreciated the difficulty of it. There were some definite weaknesses there. You know, it's quite brutal. You had like one, you know, with a roguelite. There were some bits where it felt unfair, like the game would bugged out, and I had a really good run. Sometimes with roguelites, when you do die, you unlock permanent unlocks that make your other run much better. With Returnal, the problem was it didn't feel like that, or it was much more middling. Like the upgrades weren't feeling like you were getting stronger, like something like Hades, which we'll talk about in a bit. But yeah. Like, you know, it's just, I don't know. This game is good. There's a balance to be had about with like, I loved Returnal because it was so brutal at the same time. I loved its architecture. I loved its visual style, and I think like this game will well and truly be better than Returnal in many ways. I love the vibes of the trailer that they're going for visually. Obviously, a lot of that, I think, Returnal greenish look hue has been replaced with an orange hue. But then at the end of the game, you get to see a few more biomes. So I'm quite intrigued on that. They made it easier as well when you do die. It's the first revive on death or some mechanic. I love the way the shield mechanic works as well. You alternate between the shield to absorb projectiles. I'm sure they'll do some great things with that. And you know, and this is coming out in March 2026. Is it March?
Yeah. March, along with 3 other games. This is coming. One of these games are gonna get delayed. You got Saros, you got 007, and you got shoot, there's one more big game. At the same day, I think.
All right, okay. Yeah, you know what? Get these games out early, people. All these developers need to get out the way of GTA 6. I don't give a shit what you guys say. Oh, guys, just keep sucking off GTA. GTA is gonna bury everything. Get your games out before GTA 6 comes out. Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, I'm really excited about this game. Like, you know, console warring and all this shit. You know, it's fun in games, but I can't take away my genuine excitement for a good-looking game, irrespective of platform. And even, you know, in PlayStation, despite my venom against mostly its community there more than the platform, maybe both. But when a good game is a good game, it just hits the right vibe. I respect it so much, and this is, I really do respect Housemarque, and I really respect what they're doing here, and I'm really excited. I know it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. It's their 30th anniversary, as you see on your screens. But yeah, you know, this is going to be one of those games that will, I think, sell a lot more than Returnal. A good point here, right here on stream right now, you see all the different biomes, and that's like really got me excited. Like right at the end, they show just a preview of everything else. This here looks like a bit of a Returnal there. And it just looks amazing.
And this is what Housemarque does. You know, I know they're not the same, but they're similar in ways. You got Dead Nation, then they came out with Alien Nation, then they got Super Stardust HD, then they came out with Resogun. Yeah. Same type of concept, moving around, dodging. So this is right in par with what Housemarque usually does.
Exactly. It's just I loved Resogun. That's my first ever platinum. I love Returnal. I thought that was really good. Even back then, I was saying that this should be nominated for Game of the Year, but people were like, "Oh, you guys, what the hell are you talking about?" It's one of those that I knew that was going to be seen as a cult classic at the time, but at least we're starting to see a lot of hype. It's got a second chance. That's all I'll say. A lot of people are talking about why not call it Returnal 2, and like you mentioned earlier, it makes complete sense not to call this Returnal 2, because what the new audience will do is they'll be like, what's this sequel to what's that game? Oh, I wasn't interested in that one, so it's not really for me. Call it a new thing, new marketing hype for a PlayStation IP. I'm telling you, you'll probably
people
double
disagree
the sales.
with me. No, right, people disagree with me, but it's the right thing to do, because a lot of people touch Returnal, said no, I have to start all over. Screw that. I'm telling you, you change the name, and it gives PlayStation the whole thing of saying, hey, we have a new IP, even though it's, you know.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, it is a close sequel, but it's still a new IP in name and whatever, no matter how close it is. Yeah. And you know what? Ultimately, I think it's a smart play, because why would you stifle your title like that? It's not like Returnal has such a strong showing that of hardcore fans that will cry because they're like, oh, why did you call it something else? You know, like sometimes with Assassin's Creed, they're like, oh, it's not Assassin's Creed game, why you name it something else? Don't call it Assassin's Creed. I don't think you'll have that problem with
Can you tell me the story of Returnal, guys?
Returnal story
not
is
really, right?
Weird. Well, kind of.
Right.
Well, I kind of looked into the story about Returnal. I'm trying to remember. You know, she died in a car crash at the end, and then it's a bit like it was quite deep. She was like reliving her memories or something. So it was quite, I remember. And then the secret ending actually alluded to a secret level, alluded to what was actually happening. I don't remember. This is 5 years ago. But apparently she died in a river or sea or something, and she looked at the moon or something, and that was like a DMT trip at the end of a thing. What was it? Yeah, the story was really abstract. But
this is going to be different though. See, Returnal. Every time you die, you return to your ship, right?
Yeah.
Saros, if you look it up, I think I looked it up, and it was something about the eclipse and the eclipse cycle, the sun.
Oh, right, okay.
So the sun's gonna have something to do with this game. Based off if the definition, basically, so when the sun goes through its cycle, maybe it changes, I don't know, but it's interesting. It's interesting to see where they go with this, but I think it was the correct move to call it a different name, new character, and I'm sure they've learned from their mistakes, because Returnal, as good as it is, people forget that it was a buggy mess. Yeah. Okay, the shit crashed. I had like 18 crashes, and a crash is just devastating to you.
Yeah.
If you have a crash, that means you're starting all over again.
Yeah.
So you'd play the game crash. It was devastating. And not only that, you had DLC. If you equip certain DLC uniforms, or you would be stuck indoors. And it was so weird, just the weirdest little glitches. So I'm sure they've learned valuable lessons from the first time they made a game like this, because this was the first time they made a third person over the, over the shoulder, whatever you want to call that camera perspective. That's the first time they kind of made a AAA looking game, even though it's not.
We've got Benjamin saying, Blaze is on the panel. This show just became bearable. Just fucking with you guys. All love. Have a great day. Gas Giants. #Blaze all day. Thank you so much for the super chat, Benjamin. It's really nice of you. And yeah, chat saying, we love Blaze. Of course you love Blaze.
My guy, Benjamin, bro. That guy, hey, this guy, I'm telling you guys, if I ever go missing and go broke, it's because he's going to get me into the stock market. Bro, this dude is crazy. Shout out to, Benjamin. Oh, bro, he's a beast, bro. Shout out to my guy, Benjamin.
Benjamin, give me some freaking tips, man. Where to put my money in the shit. I've got some clients who deal with that stuff, but I need some tips, insider tips. Come on, Benjamin, sort it out. Thank you so much, Benjamin. But yeah, so that's Saros. Saros looks great. Was there anything else in State of Play that thought that, yo, this is nice, other than Wolverine? Was there anything else?
Yeah, I like that they showed the Battlefield campaign. That was the first time I've ever seen footage of the Battlefield campaign. I haven't seen it. Have you seen it before? I haven't.
We'll get into that, actually. That was one of my topics as well. The Battlefield campaign. I did see it, watched it live, and some bits looked really good. A lot of it looked really kind of wank to me. I'll be honest with you. A lot of it looked like, it was a carbon
real
copy.
Multiplayer. Like you're just fighting bots, but it's a multiplayer open map kind of thing.
The music keeps pausing because Discord just gets in the way, so I'm going to pause that. Sorry, chat. I hate Discord getting in the way of it. It's such a stupid fix, and apparently there's no fix that exists for that. Pause the Spotify. So the Battlefield 6 campaign, apparently a lot of reviewers have got a hands-on on it, and they're like, the reason what's it called, Battlefield 6 will drop in reviews in Metacritic is most likely because of its campaign. It's not looking that good. There were some set pieces that looked amazing, man, when they come out of the boats and rushing the beach, and then that building collapsing. That looked amazing. And I keep thinking about, I can't wait to see the jet mission. Remember the Harrier from the frigate, flying that takeoff? That still looks amazing today. But yeah, it's apparently it's not going to be that good. For me, the Battlefield 6 campaign is always a bonus. I remember arguing massively with people on Twitter like, what you can't charge full price for this game if it only has multiplayer. I'm like, you shits, do you not remember Battlefield 6? Battlefield never had single player. It was a purely multiplayer game. So single player only games, you're happy to take a hit and on these one and done games as full price. But when it comes to a multiplayer game purely being multiplayer, you're like, I have this weird rule that that can't be full price.
Battlefield's had campaigns for a while now, though, guys. So they've gotten people used to it.
Yeah, people got used to it, but it's not like Battlefield campaigns ever really.
2042 really was the only recent one I can remember that didn't have some sort of a campaign. Because even Battlefield 1 had the mission. It wasn't set up like a traditional campaign, but it had campaign missions. And 5, and even Bad Company 2 and 4 and 3, they all had campaigns.
So since 3, they've introduced
Hardline.
No, Hardline. Let's not talk about Hardline.
I'm just saying campaigns.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of campaign, they've had campaigns. They never really smashed it out of the park. They've never been really good. Nothing's been memorable. I have enjoyed them.
Bad Company 2 was the most memorable campaign.
Yeah. The characters were quite fun because there's a lot more comedy in that one. It worked with Bad Company 2. It was like a little fun, fun ragtag squad. Which is fine. I'm not overly concerned about the campaign. For me, I'm jumping straight into the multiplayer. And then if I have time, because 2025 has got some ridiculous games, and I haven't even had a chance to probably sit down and play them this year because of all the shit that's been happening in my life. Finally got my house back, finally settling down, and I need to sit down and just complete these games. And I've got less than 2 weeks before Battlefield 6 comes out. So that means if I don't complete these single player games before Battlefield 6 comes out, I'm screwed, because Battlefield 6 and then Arc Raiders, and I'm screwed because Arc Raiders.
Yeah, that's another big one.
Arc Raiders.
But yeah, you know, Battlefield 6, I feel like it'll have showpiece missions, you know, some beautiful set pieces. And I really feel like the campaign is there. So you get a nice story, but it also shows you the mechanics, you know, how to drive a tank. And, you know, maybe there's newcomers. I don't know. But I like the campaign. Even Battlefield 4's campaign, they showed it off. I remember they were underwater and, you know what I mean? The whole vehicle was underwater and you have to shoot the glass. It was just memorable little moments like that. But it's cool.
That was Battlefield 4 or 3. That was really good.
4.
Was it 4? Yeah, that was really good. That was you shoot the
music
Jeep
playing.
with the gun, your pistol, and with the Desert Eagle or something, and you just kick it. That was really cool, man. Yeah, it's always going to be a visual treat. At worst, it looked like a Call of Duty campaign. But other than that, you know it's going to be an audio-visual feat. I will definitely try it. But Battlefield 6,
I don't care about nothing else. When Battlefield 6 drops, I am going balls deep in that game.
Same.
Period. Dude, I lived on that beta, dude. I must have put 100 plus hours in the beta alone.
Hours. I put 46. I thought it was a lot, but for 100 hours,
dude, I lived on it. When Battlefield, there's something special. Everybody talks about 2042, and I never dropped 2042. I stuck with it. It got better over time, but still to this day, there's something off when you kill people. It's just not when in Battlefield 6, when you eliminate your enemy, you feel you feel like you worked for it, like you earned that fucking kill. It's satisfying. The noise it makes, the blood, the guns feel great. They've toned down all the jumping, the hopping around like it's Call of Duty, and the slide canceling bullshit like that. But I think Battlefield 6 is just a cinematic beast of a game, man. Like I'll never forget just crumbling buildings. Like it was fucking crazy, man. It's awesome.
Yeah. It's gonna be. It's just like treat it like a Michael Bay movie, and you'll be all right.
Right.
Don't treat it like it's gonna be like some beast epic game. You know. It is what it is. Battlefield 6 is going to be sick. It's going to take over our lives when it comes out, and I'm desperate to try and get some more other games completed because my backlog is huge. But it's a good problem to have. But when everyone's complaining about, there are things to complain about. Generally, the state of AAAs, I would say. But on the whole, gaming this year has been really strong with a multitude of titles. If you want to play good games, you have plenty of options. So that's Battlefield 6. And it's looking saucy. This is the trailer that's playing right now, just the campaign trailer. I don't know why they haven't officially released the gameplay stuff, but you know, the best part about this is a lot of this is just the in-game engine that they're showing off, and it's just.
Have you seen the ladder mechanic for the assault class?
That's cool, man.
That is cool. I don't know how I feel about it because on one hand it's like, oh, you camping little bitch, I'm gonna come up there and get you.
Yeah, do you see that in the beta? Flank. People just glitched up to the top of that thing on the bridges. Right. You're inviting them to do that. As long as you give me something to counter that, I'm okay. But you've got the mortars as well.
They said they blocked off a lot of that shit. But it's cool to flank. It's cool to jump it through. My thing is the big thing is gonna be on Battlefield that's gonna give it legs is Portal. And I don't think of Portal from 2042. Portal for Battlefield 6, bro. You can make round-based games. You can make all types of shit, man. I think that's gonna be the killer app because people are gonna create shit and it's always gonna have new content.
Yeah.
You know.
Absolutely. It's gonna be Portal's gonna be amazing. I just hope they have good, decent servers to host that mode. But they've gone in. They've gone in on that. It's amazing. Shout out to Benjamin who goes, my net worth hit 500k on Friday. Congratulations, bruv. This guy's making memes. Happy to share my portfolio. DM me. We should have all dev together. I don't gatekeep. Or basically say we should all come up together. We shouldn't gatekeep. This is why, Benjamin, you're such a nice guy, man. Do you know how many pieces of shit wouldn't even dare to do that? I know so many pricks like that who would gatekeep stuff like that. And they don't have the attitude of let's come up together. And it's very rare to have. Yeah. Benjamin, I will DM you.
Hell yeah, do it. People don't like sharing the wealth, man. People want to climb the ladder while they spit down at you. I don't know why. Like, I don't know what type of insecurities people have. Like,
a lot.
Brother, if I can bring my brother up with me or my friend up with me, I'm gonna do it. Why not? What the fuck? Like, I'm making money. You're making money. What does it matter to me? Like,
absolutely. But there's so many people like that. I'm surrounded by people like that. It's a shitty thing, and that's the 1% get richer. Everyone else gets murked. But Benjamin, if you want to you're okay for me to share with everyone else as well? If I did, then yeah, fine. But then people blame you as well, Benjamin. I will never blame you, by the way. This has happened before, where if you do invest in stuff and you do it at your own risk as an adult, and it, because sometimes it's a gamble. You never know how markets will behave. There could be all manner of factors, irrespective of how solid your rationale and reasoning and your science is behind your investments. Then if it goes pear-shaped, people just cut ties with people, and that's not nice. You're a grown adult. You take it on your own chin. So I will take it. I'll treat it like on the blackjack table. It's like, boom, Benjamin, I trust you. Any extra? It's a bonus for me. P-Lump, thank you so much for the $5. Because don't be talking shit about Xbox, pussy, playing my damn theme song. I ain't playing your theme song. I don't know what your theme song is, bro. You didn't even play it last time when I was on your show. Shout out to 106 people. Smash the like button. We're going to make some memes. But so there was nothing else really apart from the Battlefield 6.
Crimson Desert was a game I was eyeing. It looks okay. Looks decent.
Can we talk about that briefly? Like, do you think this game actually exists? Because I'm a bit sus. That was my keyboard mouse, by the way, in case there's someone on their PC's like, what the hell was that? My notification. Crimson Desert. Does it? It looks too good.
What
to
you
be
saying?
true.
Do you? Well,
It looks
I don't know.
amazing.
I've heard mixed things. I've heard mixed things about it. I heard they had a, I don't know. I've heard some people say behind the scenes it was having issues, but then I don't know. It depends who I talk to.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So, but it does look super dope. It looks massive. I've had my eye on this game for a little bit. As soon as I became aware of the game, I was like, oh shit, this looks kind of badass. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. The game to me looks a little bit too good. It's one of those games. It's got a release date. I think it's coming out March or May next year. Look at this. Look at the scale of that, and you'll see all the mechanics in this game, and they just look crazy. It looks super polished, and I hope I'm wrong.
Crimson Desert. That's 007 Crimson Desert and Saros come out the same day, I believe.
Same day.
Or the same day or same month. Don't quote me, but something like that. That's what I was trying to say earlier.
Oh my god. See, obviously for me, Saros will take precedent. But look at this. Look at the scale of this engine as well. It's insane. I feel like this is going to at least be, if the game has all the shit that it's showing on, you see on screen, which looks epic. Now you got dragons fighting mechanical dragons. There's a mech that's flying there. What is this story? Yeah, I don't even know the background behind it. I don't want to actually know, chat. Don't tell me. Kind of want to go in blind if it does exist. Crimson Desert will sell more than Saros will, Gaz? Yeah, probably. I'm not surprised. It's not like Returnal and Saros were big sellers. They're March 19th for Crimson Desert. Yeah.
So see that little pocket window.
Yeah.
The Saros is.
Yeah. That's kind of crazy. Yeah. So whether it exists the way it is, I feel like it will at least have technical issues. And that okay, fine, as long as the game is not fake. So that looks good.
Ross, CryEngine has never left. The CryEngine is still being utilized to this day. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 uses CryEngine.
Who's talking about CryEngine?
Someone in the chat. I wish they brought back the CryEngine. CryEngine's still here, baby. That's my favorite engine of all time, I think, CryEngine.
I remember CryEngine when Far Cry 1 was revealed, and holy shit, I couldn't believe.
Brother, that's the Rise. That's Rise Son of Rome.
Yeah.
That's Crisis series. That's
Crisis. Can it run it? I remember the tech demos for that. That thing was crazy, man. Like it really was something else. It just amazing. A very modified version, Blaze. Yeah, these engines and their later iterations will be modified versions of it. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, not really my jam in terms of the setting, really. But people say it's a major Game of the Year contender that needs to be given its flowers. And visually, it looks incredible. Stuff I've seen looks some of the bits in the forest look like real life. You can't tell. It's uncanny valley. So yeah, that's good. But other than that, there wasn't much. Oh my god, I'm gonna beat this shit. I'm gonna find out the fix for this Spotify thing. It pisses me off because I love having.
What's going on with it?
It keeps pausing because Discord will pause it because it'll have some weird saying. I don't know why it does that.
What?
Yeah, Discord.
Did you try using the browser version of Spotify?
Maybe no, I haven't done that. So might you do that? That's a good shout. That's actually a really good shout. Yeah, I might do that. Yeah, so that was it. And then before we go into the final topic, let's talk about Wednesday's super chat. Thank you so much, Gaz. Bring the sauce. Time to expose the hypocrites, bro. Talk that shit. P-Lump is your biggest fan. Everybody hit the like button. Talk that shit. Hashtag no PS6. Craziness. Yeah, but what is the thing you're alluding to? The hypocrites. What are you alluding to there, Web Dave? Let me know. Web Dave is a boss, a really nice guy. Really nice guy. So finally, Blaze, Insomniac just carrying PlayStation this generation, and their output's insane. And finally, an Insomniac game that's on a Marvel license that I can get excited about. Because Spider-Man 2, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like I didn't like 2018 that much. I thought it was, and then the Spider-Man 2, what I watched, apart from one traversal video that I thought was really cool, like someone was doing some really cool traversal, I thought, you know what, the rest of it with the Mary Jane bullshit, that's like, why is this, everything just sounded dull to me. But Wolverine, you've got me, Wolverine, man, because Wolverine looks amazing.
Spider-Man 2018 is a much better story than 2, in my opinion, and also but obviously the combat and the traversal was better in 2, I think. But my thing is, I'm sick of, you know, getting the bank robber, jumping, saving the car, hitting the, you know what I mean, block, you know what I mean. I think Spider-Man needs to take a little break, and this is I cannot believe Insomniac is creating this game, coming from Ratchet and Clank and Spider-Man, where if there was any blood in Spider-Man 2, which I think there was, but it was so minuscule. I cannot believe how gore and the brutality in the game is just incredible. I can't believe it. Like, I was shocked. I thought Sony would drop the ball and they would make some, you know, a little bit of blood, but when I seen dudes fucking, you know, fist going through his head and shit, ripping him up, I was like, wow, they actually went all out. I'm shocked. And the old Wolverine Origins, I think it was called, you would get cut up and shot and your fucking skin would reform. So you know what I mean? Like, it would heal itself, and they showed that in the trailer as well. So I was really impressed. Honestly, I had no faith in this game. I was like, they're gonna fuck it up, but they didn't. It looks to be a great game, man.
It really does. My main concern was that this is going to be a reskin of Spider-Man in the Wolverine universe. But you know what? The basis on some of the mechanics that they've shown off look really good. I'd rather have it more linear than open world, because I'm just having a little bit of I say a little bit.
Me too.
Open world fatigue. And not everything has to be open world. Not everything has to have padding in everything. But you know, generally, just for me, immediately the gore and the blood and the tone of the game really just got me going. And you know, the violence of this game, the action looks really good. It just looks like an incredible Wolverine game. You've got Mystique there on screen. It's just, yeah, I'm excited about it. Like, I wanted this to be really good. I will reserve judgment, obviously, to the final thing, but it's hard to pour cold water over this. Oh yeah, and then you've got Galactus at the missed it. But Galactus, no, not Galactus, the Sentinel at the end, and someone called it Galactus, and people got pissed. Easy mistake to make for the non-comic book aficionados. But yeah, someone was like, "What's Galactus doing in here?" But if you follow the story of Wolverine, which I'm not going to talk again. If someone's going to be in chat, Gaz is going to go talk about the freaking comics again, the new Age House of X, Power of X again. I'm not going to do that. You'll be getting excited about this QTE ridden games. I've seen a lot of this QTE stuff, and I'm like, listen, bro, it's a Sony game. It's going to have QTEs. No, but it'll also, remember, triangle. If it has that shit, Blaze, I will be like, what the fuck? I want some real meaningful gameplay as well. It doesn't look like it will have too much of that, but
I'm sure it'll have it. You know, Spider-Man had it, right? So
yeah,
I'm sure they'll have set pieces where you just kind of mash something. But you know, whatever. I don't care for QTEs. Like, it's kind of lame to me. But I'm not gonna discredit the game or get mad at the game because it has a couple QTE sections. As long as there's true combat, you're fighting bosses. You know, and it's not like The Order where you're fucking hit X to dodge, hit circle, you know what I mean? So But yeah, QTEs, whatever. But this is gonna have similarities in terms of, I think, just finding different outfits. You know, like Spider-Man 2, you'd go around and find collectibles and outfits and change them. They'll have that, and who knows? Maybe we see Deadpool. Maybe we see some other people in there. Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, there could be a lot they could do there. Little cameos there and stuff.
Yeah.
Fawn says, I'm just worried about the story. Sweet Baby Inc. is involved. With X-Men, you have to understand the premise of that series. It has always been quite, if you call it quote unquote woke, in the sense that it talks about marginalized minorities a lot. That's kind of like a meta commentary on that kind of stuff. So you can't really, I don't think it will fall foul of it. But then Sweet Baby Inc. isn't just about that. That's the problem with Sweet Baby Inc. is the kind of the over, the I say over representation, but the manner in which they execute the representation, which I talked about in a video, which is not really thought out well. I hopefully don't have any of these stupid side quests and silly dialogue bits here and there. With Wolverine, you can get away with the X-Men universe has this whole thing about that stuff. But since Fonz don't like people of color, you may want to stay away. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I don't know. I'll always side eye SBI's involvement in stuff as long as it talks about meaningful story integration to things. But I don't think Wolverine's going to be a problem. It's for me, the violence is a big thing. You don't tone that down. Like that's really important. It just looks bloody as hell and gruesome, as in like people are like, oh, it's that bloody. And obviously they get away with it by making the people like cyborgs, because that's how you would really get away with it. Even on a Marvel license, the comic books are a whole different ball game. They can get super, and I mean super dark, to the point where the TV, even Logan, doesn't scratch. That it doesn't even remotely come close to how violent the comics get. It's the comics you guys need to understand are the true stories of these IPs or these intellectual properties, especially X-Men. Whereas when it comes to TV stuff, they always tone it down. But as a video game, it looked really good. Just chopping bits up. You know what would be really nice, Blaze? Did you ever play Revengeance, Metal Gear Solid Revengeance, where you could cut people up?
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was dope.
That was amazing. We still haven't seen a game like that where you can cut stuff and
individual limbs, yeah.
Individual bits of like wood, anything, like textures, wood, melons, tables, all sorts of stuff. And he's just that was such a good game, actually.
Listen, I've been pretty, I don't want to say down negative on PlayStation. I'm not going to sit here and critique, they showed the game finally. It's been fucking 4 years or whatever the hell. So I'm going to sit here just with a positive outlook. They showed off the game. They showed off a few games, and Wolverine has exceeded my expectations in terms of, like I said, the brutality, the blood, the gore. That was so important to me, guys, because it doesn't make... They had to do it the right way. There was no other option. You can't just half-ass it and make a little bit of blood, and because they don't want to hurt people's feelings and they had to go this way, and I commend them for it, honestly. No. And Insomniac, it looks like, again, they're the, I know everybody loves Naughty Dog, including me. They're the GOATs, right? Whatever, for PlayStation, but Insomniac is just that star in the sky that always seems to have PlayStation back when they really need it. So
yeah. I mean, not all of their games. Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart, I didn't complete it. There's a visual treat, but something about it didn't have staying powered me. 2018, I'm not a big fan. I like Infamous to a certain degree, but not as hyped as a lot of people were for it at the time of its release. Second Son, that is. But this is a game that I think I will really enjoy because I like X-Men, because I like something more mature. Spider-Man's, some of the stuff as Spider-Man 2 especially. Spider-Man 2018 made me eye roll, and I was like, okay, I got over the traversal, and then I just found it a chore. Spider-Man 2, I haven't even played it to this day because what I've seen of it, all the stories bits, and just like, oh, this is not me. It doesn't gel with me. But with Wolverine, I'm there day one. I'm going to play that game, and it's going to be amazing. And my brother's given me his PlayStation 5 Pro because he bought it, and just like his PS5, he's like, I can't be asked with it. I'm like, perfect. He'll take it back for GTA 6, which is annoying. Which means that I've got a PS5 Pro sitting downstairs. Turned it on, signed in, and I was like, Yeah, I'm done. This year's been a terrible year for me for gaming, as far as just how much time I've spent gaming with all the stuff in my house and job and my business starting and all this shit. But it's getting finally. I'm at the end of September. I'm finally getting free time to myself, and I'm just gonna dedicate some time.
Have you played Dying Light the Beast?
No, I haven't. Is it good?
Oh my god!
Have you completed it,
brother? Of course, bro. That game is.
I need to co-op that. Me and Colt will
Bro.
co-op it. Is it really good?
I would run through it, dude. The level, like the gore. You can, if you got a sword or I had Wolverine claws, legit. And you can just you can cut people's chins off and shit. It's crazy. Bro, it looks at points. It looks so realistic at points. Obviously it's a cross-gen game, and it still looks actually pretty fucking decent. On PC, man. At least. I can't talk, but it's the brutality is awesome. This is the sequel we should have got. So Dying Light the Beast is the true sequel to Dying Light 1. I enjoyed it thoroughly. You know what I mean? Especially the gameplay, the parkour, and just all the different weapons. It's just like, dude, it's like if you're a psychopath like me, you can just cut up limbs, and nighttime, guys. Listen, I'm not trying to sound cliche or nothing like that. When nighttime hits and your watch goes off and you see the sun rolling over the forest and you see the mountain, there's a little bit of light left, you better fucking run and make it to a safe house. Or unless you want to move at night, because some missions are stuck at... Dude, the nighttime is pitch black.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
your light, you have this little light, and that's all you can see in front of you. I mean, it is really intimidating.
Yeah,
no joke. It's wow.
I love Dying Light. It was really good. You know, you say it's a cross-gen game, but this cross-gen game's visuals put so many games to shame. I remember when I did the Redfall review. At the end of it, I had to compare it with Dying Light. I said, just look at this. This is a cross-gen game. Look at the difference in between the game. But this looks amazing. This looks incredible. They're showing a lot more gunplay here, which is a bit interesting. But yeah, man, this looks fucking crazy.
Techland. One thing they're gonna do, Dying Light 2, they're gonna support the shit out of it. And again, Dying Light 2 didn't have guns. You know what I mean? A lot of people are disappointed with the whole you can pick sides in the stories and it had this outcome on the story, but it really didn't. It was a lot of disappointment. But Dying Light 2, they sat there, they fixed it, they patched it, they added. And honestly, I don't see a dev doing this. If you own Dying Light Deluxe Edition, you got the Beast for free. Like, that's crazy.
That's wicked.
It's a standalone.
That's wicked. Oh, right. Well, there you go. Dying Light 2, another game to add to your backlog. And my backlog.
The Beast.
The Dying Light, Dying Light the Beast. Just played the trailer on there, and it looks amazing. Now, if it wasn't enough, and your backlog wasn't enough, we got another big banger that released last week, and I haven't even played the freaking remake yet, which Bloober team has really, really done a solid job of really saving itself, I think, from obscurity after the medium and all that bollocks. Silent Hill F came out with an 86 meta. It's doing really well. Have you played that?
All set. I've seen some gameplay of it, and it's like this little schoolgirl got one swing in her and she's out of stamina. It's like, I'm good, bro.
You know what? It's funny that you say that. That's the one thing I just like. The vibe of it, the fog and all of that shit looks really good. But the gameplay of it hasn't really pulled me. But then people say it's an amazing game, so maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. And if it's doing well, you know, if it's doing well Metacritic wise, I'm just saying it's not for me, bro. I need to be immersed, and I can't. You know, I don't.
Yeah.
I've always been a Resident Evil guy. Anyway, it's never been. Silent Hill has never really captured me like that, but it's cool.
A lot of people have fallen out of the Resident Evil or Silent Hill I've noticed as well. I've been more of a Dead Space man. Have you played Cronos, by the way?
Cronos, I have.
Yeah. What do you think of
that? I listen, the first thing I noticed, I said, wow, they got something here in terms of atmosphere. They got something here in terms of like overall feel. And Pablo, shout out, he was in the chat. He gifted it to me for my birthday. I was like, oh shit. So I started playing it a couple hours, but then Dying Light came out. But you know what? I left it at that. And then I got a call from Rev. and he's leaving me, dude, you got to play fucking Saros. Saros is fucking incredible atmosphere, gunplay. I was like, wow. Cronos, yeah. Sorry. And he really loved it. I think he beat it. So he's really enjoying that game. So I will go back to it. But everybody I've spoken to, it's the atmosphere that draws you in. It is so impactful on, like, as you move around, it's like, it's just really dope.
Yeah.
So
well, if Solid Rev says that nowadays, when Solid Rev says I really enjoyed this game, I take notice, man, because
right, because you don't play a lot of games.
Yeah, and it has to be pretty. It has to be, and I feel like, well, for the most part, I aligned with Solid Rev. He was sucking off Spider-Man 2 though, which I didn't really get my juices flowing. But
well, the gameplay in Spider-Man 2 is great. It's the story, it's all the side quests, and it's my blind girlfriend, and it's bring flowers to, you know, it's all that bullshit. But the gameplay overall is excellent. The visuals are excellent.
Yeah.
But if you played Miles Morales, if you played 2018, you've played it.
No, yeah, fair enough. Yeah. For me, even on that gameplay front, it wasn't all that. That's why it's not for me. But that's a me thing. But Cronos looks really good. You talk about atmosphere. This looks right down my alley as well. Because I'll be honest with you, bro. After Callisto Protocol, I've been itching for that feeling, and I didn't expect. And that's such an outlier game, because every time I mention that, people are like, "Oh, what the fuck is wrong with you? That game was ass." And I'm like, "Nah, it wasn't, man. I enjoyed it so much. It's one of those games that I enjoy. I think you enjoyed. Jack Move enjoyed. Solid Rev enjoyed. A lot of people don't enjoy. It's very Marmite. And Glenn Schofield has a right to be salty about it. I understand your vision, Glenn. Not everyone got it. And I've been watching Alien Earth, and it's just like, oh my god, it's just so good.
Soundtrack awesome, visual, brother. Do you know I believe that's UE4.
That's UE4. It is UE4.
That's UE4 outputting visuals like that. Like, listen, and it's not even just the visuals. It was a good game, man. People were way too fucking harsh on that game. And what happens? The developers fall apart. They're putting down now they're making side scroller games. Glenn is gone. It's just like, bro, we can't ever, you know. I'm with people speaking and saying how they feel. If they think it's shit, they think it's shit, fine. But like, dude, there's some games it's just like, what are you seeing that I'm not seeing here? Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, I understood the frustration when I first started playing it. The game was really frustrating, and the problems, and it has problems.
Oh yeah,
were very frustrating. Where I could understand why this would piss people off, but if you permit yourself to get sucked into its world, then it's really something special, man. I think I think people are. Look, it's not that my opinion is better than others, or is more valid than others. I just enjoyed it, and I loved the feeling right up until the end, like the story reveal and just the action. I know what they were trying to go for, and when there was some set piece. I still remember when I smacked someone, because it's melee based, and my build was melee. You can actually change your build to be less melee and more weapons based. By the way, a lot of people did that. I didn't do that, although I would have enjoyed doing something more like a shotgun build. But the visceral nature of the melee and smacking it against these things kind of reminded me a little bit of the visceral nature of games like Condemned. And when you'd smack them against the wall, the blood splattering on the wall, and the way they just limp in with it was like, oh, this is so up close and personal. And if you're danked, it's even better. Maybe that's why I enjoyed it. But what does that mean, guys? I'm not telling you. Epic Treasure, good to see you. The lovely Epic Treasure in the chat goes, what's everyone's game of the year? Mine is Expedition 33, the French show no talent. Yeah.
Fuck no, they don't. What the hell?
Yeah, they do. And Epic Treasure sent me a video that I don't think I can share, which confirms that. Hey man, you gotta give them the flowers, man. The French came out of nowhere with a AA game that smashed it out of the park, and the game have you played Expedition 33?
I was forced to play it for an hour because I was told, Blaze, you got to try it. Oh my God. Yeah. I know you don't like turn-based, but you love parrying. And so I remember trying it for an hour. And listen, I will say, you know, it was cool, especially when I got to one when you first get to like on the boat and you land.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I was taken back how impressive that cutscene was. Like blood, gore, dudes getting killed, head chopped off. I was like, wow, this shit's pretty cool. But it's just not my type. Listen, I'm not.
Yeah.
I play a lot of games. It's just not for me. I don't like. You know what I mean? I'm cool with it. But I'm glad everybody got a good game out of it. I'm glad, you know, if it wins, it wins. You know what I mean? It's just not my type of game. I'm not gonna force anything. Like, that's the thing, guys. I don't care how many people are sucking the game off. If it ain't for me, it ain't for me. Like, I don't care.
100%. I'm there with you. I'm there with you.
Like Power World, everybody was playing Power World. Like, brother, give me a fucking break.
Power World is addictive as hell. And Epic Treasure knows about Power World because she's a big Power World player. But yeah, it's not. It got me. It hooks into me because it's just dopamine release, and then I had to say nope. This is not a game that normally I would vibe with. I can see where the crack is in this game, and I don't want to play it. I get hooked on it when there's so much going on. For most people, I think Expedition 33 is going to be the one. It is an incredible game. It'll be known as not just a game of the year, but in a lot of people's game of the generation contenders. It is a special game. Very, very special game. Even if you're not into turn-based combat, I would implore you to try the game. Like Blaze. And if you may not like it, then you may not like it. But it's the story, it's the sum of its parts. Everything is just it's just really nice. The menu is nice. You know, even the systems are nice. The cleverly designed encounters is a great game.
The music.
The music is
good music.
Oh yeah, how could I forget the music? Music is absolutely.
Music was cool. Like I said, I'm glad everybody got to play a good game. It's just like, I mean, it's just not for me, bro. I don't like turn-based.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Absolutely, fair enough. But then what do you think your game of the year is going to be?
My game of the year won't even be mentioned.
Your game of the year won't even be mentioned? Is it going to be Battlefield 6?
No, I mean, it could be, but no. My game of the year right now is probably Kazan.
Kazan? Oh, wow. You liked Kazan more than Wu Chang?
Wu Chang, I really enjoyed. I really liked Wu Chang, but you seen what they did. They walked, you know, they made bosses. Now when you kill bosses, you don't kill them anymore. They tell you to, and it kind of ruined the whole, it just put a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah.
Like Liza P put a bad taste in my mouth where I didn't even touch the DLC. Yeah.
We were talking about this last week. It's so annoying when they do that. They kind of put some bad taste in my mouth to go back to play them. Even in the chat when I was streaming it, or Liza P, I'm like, oh guys, you're playing the easy one. Like after the update, I'm like, I can't help it. The freaking developers just do this shit. They just pacified all these other freaking crybabies, and now I'm stuck with the gimped version of the game, which I enjoy.
Yeah, developers, guys. You want to make a Souls like you eat off the soul. You're taking. I don't want to say you're taking advantage of the Souls community, but you're making a game that people say, oh, that looks like Bloodborne-esque. Oh, that's a Souls like. I want to play this. So all these people go out and support your game, and then what do you do to repay them? You say, oh yeah, we're putting an easy mode. Listen, if you want to make an easy mode game, that's fine, but don't make a fucking Souls like. It's it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's simple as that.
Yeah, absolutely. I was talking to my friend Dean about this, and it's just like he goes, if you go on Reddit, it is literally filled with people basically asking for the easy mode of things, or how to cheese a game all the time, and you know, it's kind of
you know why, guys? Because everybody wants to be part of the conversation. Everybody wants to be, oh, I'm playing that game, I beat that game. Like, brother, like, not every game's for you. You know what I mean? If you gotta find cheeses for everything, then you know, brother, stop playing them type of games. They're not for you. That's it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't want to put my dick down and stop, you know, saying get good and shit. But like, seriously, like, if you got to look up cheeses to enjoy yourself or to complete a boss fight, then why the fuck are you even playing it, bro?
When I was doing,
if you're not going to sit there and learn the fundamentals of the game, if you're not going to sit there and learn, you know, how to dodge and how to parry and how to, you know what I mean, like, then if you just want to fucking just one shot a boss, like, I don't understand it. Like, this is why developers cater to these people. And do you think like they made sales off Liza P now? Like, you think I don't know. I would love to see the seals after the easy mode was implemented.
Yeah, I don't. I feel like that the long term that actually hurts the game. Hurts that we were talking about it with Luke. It's the spirit of the game, and everyone wants this easy pacification, easy dopamine. Everything has to be for everyone, and not everything doesn't have to be for everyone, and that's the reality of it. You dilute the the art form massively if you're going so hard into trying to pacify everything, and I think it just takes away from the integrity of the game. Or if you had a solid vision in the first place. And it is what it is. It's really kind of just frustrating for me to see, like, even the developers who obviously built this game, like Sifu, for instance, to be brutal and hard and difficult, and then afterwards you just kind of dilute and add in difficulty modes and stuff. I think it takes away from it, and I think that's just a personal thing of mine. Not personal thing of mine, but you and a lot of people in the Souls community. That doesn't mean that I'm trying to be like a lot of people, and Cole was arguing with this. Oh, you just want to be able to say, oh yeah, I'm a pro gamer. No, I want to be able to say, hey Blaze, did you beat Melania? That thing, she was insane. I know for a fact me and you had to go through some madness. Like when you play Ishin on Sekiro. Anyone who's completed Ishin, I have so much respect for. Oh, not because that is some super epic gamer. It's like we bonded over the experience of beating this guy, because if someone has beaten Ishin, they've gone through some shit, because that game doesn't even, power leveling doesn't exist in Sekiro. It's all parrying. And I did it live on stream, and I was terrible. I was there for 4 hours or something stupid. You can see it live on this channel, to beat Ishin. And one of the best boss battles in my life. One of the most exciting things in my life, in my gaming life, in a boss battle. That my hands are sweating every time at the end when I'm coming to the second phase of Ishin. And when someone talks about Ishin, hey, did you do it? I remember Rand's voice in my head. He goes, hey, guys, Ishin was so tough, man. I don't know. At one point, I didn't know if I could do it. And that's how good it is. That's how you bond over that experience. That's an experience. There's some value to that. And people want to take that away. And the people don't understand that. And I understand the element that, like, it's okay, you know, I want to be able to experience it, but it's not, every game is not for you. I'm not under that impression. Put what's it called, Rocket League in front of me, and for some reason anything football related or soccer related, I'm shit. I suck at that game. There's loads of games I'm not good at. As I get older, I used to be pretty good at games. I used to play with pro gamers, like the world champion of Quake. Me and him used to play all the time, and I was decent, but now I'm not that good in games at all. My aim is crap. It's just not as good. But you don't see me going, oh, where? Please cater to me. Make it a little bit easier. Skill-based matchmaking, you know, just freaking cater to my... It's like, nah, I don't want this shit, man. Just keep it that way. If I need to get good, I'll get good. If it's too tough for me, then I'll walk away. Try like Ikaruga. It's the only game I found so difficult, I had to just quit. And I respect that game. I'm like, yo, you know what? I might not even get to experience all the amazing levels in this game, but you know what? I said, bruh, I don't deserve to get to those levels. This game is amazing, and I put respect on that game that I paid for. But I guess difference of opinion. Slim Pickens, thank you for the £2 super chat. Did Mojo come back? Fire Show, thank you for remembering Mojo. And unfortunately, my cat's missing for about 3 days now. It's probably dead. Thank you, Mojo, you piece of shit. Jumping out of a tiny window from a second floor to what? And I get molested by foxes. Well done, Mojo. I trained you so well. It's my brother's cat. He'd moved in, and then I was thinking of that. Rest in peace, Mojo. Hopefully he'll come back. I'm pretending he's dead. Shout out to 117 of you. Smash the like button. But that's difficulty in games. We've gone on a nice tangent. This is what happens, Blaze. We talk about shiz. And then, to remind you, we got even more shit, man. We got reveal of... Was it this week? OD Knock? Or was that last week, chat? My date's getting messed up. OD Knock. That was this week, wasn't it?
What the fuck is that?
Kojima's next game.
Oh.
OD?
Yeah. That's the Xbox one?
Hey, you little shit! You suck off Kojima harder than Jeff Keighley does, and now
No, I do not.
Oh,
No, I do not.
Yes, you do. Oh my God, Death Stranding is so good.
Yeah, Death Stranding. Yeah, Death Stranding.
Look at this shit.
Death Stranding is excellent, brother. You know that game. You ain't playing that game.
What?
You playing OD?
Is it a
You're
game?
gonna play that game? Is it a game? Is it a movie? What is it? I'm saying, like, what is it?
I have no clue what it is.
Brother, give me Gears E-Day. That's what I want from Xbox.
Well,
Give me Blade. Give me. That's what I want from Xbox. I don't want.
Did you play the PT demo?
Yeah.
Did you like it?
It was freaky. Yeah, it was cool.
It was freaky. OD looks like it's going to be a spiritual successor to that. But Kojima seems intent on sticking it
Remaking that. Yeah.
sticking it to Kojima, because it's like OD Knock looks like it's I don't know what this game is, but it's insane. And it looks like PT, the spiritual successor to PT, is built on Unreal Engine 5, which I find is very interesting. I'm a fan of Unreal Engine. I know a lot of people cry about it and go, "Wah, stuttering," but I think it's a great game, a great engine for this landscape where AAA development is completely flaccid. So you empower a lot of AA's and indies to use this very versatile and powerful engine.
I like UE5 actually. They just got to get it together. You know what I mean? That's the problem.
I'm not saying it's perfect and definitely has issues in the stuttering and all of that. Absolutely, 100%. But people are like, UE5. I'm like, oh, bro, give me another alternative in this time. Well, you're crying about the fact that development budgets are so high. So what's the alternative? Give me an engine. Oh, build it on the Decima engine. Oh, there's a reason why not everyone's using it. Oh, build it on Intech. Well, there's a reason why not everyone's using it. It's like, what the fuck do you want? Like, it's crazy. But this game looks incredible. Like, I don't know how much of this is even game. I don't even know if this classifies as gameplay. It just, I don't know what Kojima has with babies. That sounds weird, but it's always crying babies and weird shit. Babies can be pretty unsettling as well. But yeah, this looks like a horror title / something. Cole Eastwood in the chat says I'm not playing OD because he's too scared. No, but it just looks weird.
Yeah, it's visually stunning. It's just I don't like games where I gotta run away. Like, you know, I have to. There's, you know, like Alien Isolation, excellent game. People love it. What's the other one? Outlast. People love it.
Outlast.
Right?
Yeah.
But I don't like games where like I have to tuck my tail and hide in the locker. Those ain't for me. You know.
Okay, that's fair enough. Actually, I remember some amazing reactions to Outlast I had years ago when that came out. Oh man, that game was freaky as hell. The jump scare, one particular one that's
visually
really good. Yeah, very unsettling with that camcorder shit. But yeah, I think this is gonna be quite interesting. I don't know what it is. OD Knock. It's called OD Knock. Whereas I think there'll be different versions or like different things from different studios. It's gonna be called OD something else. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. It's really confusing. It's like this very artsy game. It might not even be a game. It might just be some QTE fest thing, or it might just be like PT, like first person, just survival horror kind of thing. He's trying to do stuff here. I don't know what that means, because with Kojima, he's trying to, you know what Kojima is like. He's trying to have his legacy. He's very artsy and shit like that. But the funny thing is, he's also working on a game called Fizzant, which got showed off its art style, and that looked like very solid Snakey. And I feel like the PlayStation guys are going to get the more gaming game. They're going to get a Metal Gear Solid kind of clone, or Metal Gear Solid Spiritual Successor, or something like that, based on what the game was described as well as. And the Xbox guys, well, at the end of it, they'll say a game for everyone or something. It was on screen right now, which basically means, to me, that means it's going to be multiplat. I think that's going to be a game that's going to be day and day on PlayStation anyway. Whereas PlayStation will get the potentially better game and a game.
You own it all, don't you?
Yes.
You own a PlayStation?
Well, I've got a PlayStation Pro now.
Okay. You got an Xbox. You own a PC. It doesn't, to me, it doesn't even fucking matter anymore. Just, you know what I mean? Wherever, if there's a good game on whatever, you know what I mean? I'm going to play it. There's nothing that's going to stop me from playing a good game. Nothing. Yeah. So it shouldn't really fucking matter, bro. The console war thing is a joke. I know people want to hang on to it and get laughs. I see you getting laughs at people. For me, that's why I don't even go on Twitter anymore.
It's really
expired. It's expired. Yeah. It's like, what, brother? Like, what are we doing here? Like,
I mean, when the moment games started came to PC, it started to really dwindle. But we kind of held on to it because that was the core nucleus of this medium and the discourse surrounding it and the competition. I'm obviously very sad and salty about the whole exclusivity dying, not just because of the banter, but also because of what it means for the industry. But
no, I want exclusive games. Absolutely matter, guys. Yeah. I spent money on a pro. I want games to utilize that pro. But at the end of the day, if there's still people in the chat that don't own, if you're a grown man and you financially can buy whatever you want to buy, if you can buy a PlayStation or buy a PC or an Xbox, and you're choosing not to because you think the other fucking console's stupid, or you hate ponies, or you hate bots, like, you got fucking issues, bro. Yeah,
well, this is the thing. People can't just separate the gamer from the corporation, and there are people like that, and it's kind of sad. Like, you know, and me being a prolific piss taker of PlayStation, I will Astrobot, I will platinum it. Why? Because I enjoyed something new. I want Saros day one, even Yotei, which we'll talk about in a bit. Day one, Ghost of Antifa. I'm buying it day one. Speaking of Ghost of, I saw a lot of
Ghost.
the chat.
When it gets close, I'll get more excited for Ghost. Right now, I'm like, eh.
Yeah.
You know, when it gets close, I'll get more excited. But right now, I really don't care about Ghost at all.
Well, I'll go into that in a bit. Just before that, Beach Hill Lurker with a $2 super chat goes, you get a super chat for having Blaze 4K on here. Your presence is making me $2 richer. Thank you, Blaze.
I made you more than $2 today, guys, but we'll talk about it another day. Huh? Shout out to my guy Beach.
Shout out to Beach, man. It's good to have you on here. Yeah, so Ghost of Yotei. Ghost of Yotei actually has surprised a lot of people, including myself, because it seems to have really smashed it out of the park in many areas. So the show last week we were talking about, well, first of all, let me talk about the visuals. I was not happy with the visuals of Yotei. So was Digital Foundry. They were very lukewarm on it. Said there was a lot of extreme amount of continuity. It looked like a PS4 game. And what's surprising is, and Sucker Punch have pulled it out of the bag, is it has ray trace global illumination. RTGI came out of nowhere, and everyone's like, oh, and that elevates the visual landscape massively. And I've seen, well, it's not ray trace global illumination, but I've seen global illumination in Starfield.
A lot of bounce lighting they have, you know what I mean?
That makes a big difference. That can make a huge difference. It made a massive difference to Starfield. Without it, I think the game would look like ass. And some elements it does. I didn't agree with
Starfield looks like ass?
Without global illumination, it would look like ass. The lighting is what makes it.
Everybody wants. I know when they hear ray tracing, they want reflections and shit like that. But global illumination is a game changer if it's implemented the correct way.
Yeah. Definitely. And with the Yotei, it looked really good. Some of the bits I've seen looked really good. Still didn't blow me away visually, I'll be honest with you. But then again, I'm gonna kind of, when I did see the reviews and stuff, I said, okay, you know what? I don't want to spoil it too much. I'm gonna go play it this next week.
Ghost of Yotei, the visual department is not the problem. Ghost of Yotei is a good-looking game. We've had this argument. I don't know Ghost of Yotei.
You're talking about art style. That's what you're talking about.
Regardless, art direction, art style, it's a good-looking game. It's pleasant to look at. You know what I mean? It's immersive. Leaves are falling. The vegetation's blowing everywhere. That shit.
Yeah, that's
Ghost of Yotei's problem is not the visual department. They've got that department stamped, nailed. It's like I'm willing to fight anybody on that. It's a good looking game. It's just not. I'm samurai fatigued at this point. Like I've played too many samurai games, bro.
Yeah.
That's everything's samurai now. Neo's coming out. Fucking Sekiro. Brother, go down the line. Assassin's Creed Shadows. It's like, god damn.
Yeah, Assassin's Creed Shadows, funnily enough, is a better looking next gen game. It feels a lot more. It looks way more next gen. It's doing a lot more next gen stuff. But Ghost of Yotei seems a little bit phoned in, but the ray trace global illumination will definitely elevate it. Digital Foundry said they're very happy with the visual performance of it. I've got a pro now. I might buy it day one, or I've got quite a lot of games to actually complete. So maybe wait for it. I don't know. But Ghost of Yotei has done really well, and it kind of landed exactly where me and Luke were talking about this last week about where it would land on Metacritic. We said it was going to be an 87, and that's where it is. which is really good. It's better than the original, although I think the original was marked way lower than it should have. And the thing that surprised me, which I was talking about, is the people say there's an improvement in almost all areas, and the story apparently is really good, and that surprised me because I thought, and I'll still reserve judgment because I got fooled with people's discourse on stuff like Spider-Man and shit like that, and some other games, like Alan Wake. It wasn't for me, but I will try this game. The mere notion that the story adds to is a really good protagonist, it'll be great. And yeah, but I've seen the discourse. Ghost of Antifa, you're not gonna play it because the lady's crazy. But and
that.
And she
but
got
that's
punched in
why
the
I
arm
stay.
or something.
You gotta stay away from religion. You gotta stay away from politics. We were just talking about this. You just gotta stay. And someone said, "Oh, Blaze don't want to play because there's a woman." Is that right, brother? I literally gushed over Wu Chang.
Yeah. And you
All
made a
in
video
feathers.
on
You
it
play
and
as a girl. Yeah. I mean, brother, it just gotta, like I said, once Ghost gets a little bit closer, like, hey, it's the week, like it's coming in a couple of days? 3 days now?
Yeah, a couple of days.
Maybe I'll get it. Maybe I'll get it.
Yeah. I mean, it's got decent reviews. And that's what I'm saying. Look, PlayStation has Ghost of Yotei that is reviewed really well, looks really good, and all of that. People like it. Great. There it is. That's a first-party game from a first-party studio. Boom. Landing then. Then your roadmap has something in March straight away, which is Saros, which for me is brilliant. And then the fall of 2026, you've got Wolverine, which is the big hitter. For me, Saros is more appealing than Wolverine. For me personally, I'm more excited about that. But Wolverine...
Yeah, you're crazy.
Yeah, Wolverine, amazing. And when people say talk about roadmap, this is the thing that I'm talking about. This is the kind of shit, quick succession of good releases. Yeah, you wank off over just one Astrobot, and I'm like, okay, it's not enough for all the hype for the PlayStation market leader. You should be demanding more, and a lot of the fanboys don't demand more. And this is why, they'll clip me taking the piss off Xbox.
Well,
Xbox
it got Game of the Year, so that solidified. You know what I mean? To them, they Astrobot gets Game of the Year. See?
Everything is ratified. Yeah. And they were like, you fucking spineless little corporate cucks, man.
No, Astrobot was cool. It took me a while, but I beat it. I got through it. You know what I mean? Not my type of game, but I'm like, someone's like, dude, you're almost done. Because I showed them my save. I'm like, oh, all right, let me just fucking.
Yeah. I mean, to me,
it's cool, though. It was a cool game.
It's a cool game. It doesn't hold a candle to Nintendo's platformers, I'll be honest with you. But a lot of people, I feel personally, and I'm not just saying that because it's a PlayStation title, it is massively overrated to me because of the nostalgia bait that it gets. All the, with the Uncharted elements and all of that old stuff. And I can see the appeal of it. But on a pure mechanical platforming level, even though it's really competent and near Nintendo levels, for me on a platform level, it doesn't come close to Nintendo's stuff. It just doesn't have that kind of magic. And I feel like, and then you play something like It Takes Two, which has a myriad of mechanics in it. And that didn't get as critically acclaimed as that one. And I'm like, out of both, I think It Takes Two is doing way more. But then again, different strokes for different folks. Still a great game. But at the same time, PlayStation finally at the year 5 or 4, wherever we are, is getting, and that's decent amount. That's a decent with Xbox. Their 2026 looks insane as well. In fact, what is it? Think about what's coming. So not only are we getting, we'll actually talk about it now. We got the reveal of it. Well, actually, it was so we had Tokyo Game Show, which was pure ass. But
Forza.
Come on, man! You can just say, Forza. It's Forza.
Baby! Forza in Tokyo is that's a good location. Long overdue, actually.
Forza
Great
Horizon
location
in Tokyo.
That's gonna be a banger.
Big
yeah,
title.
it's a banger. Yeah,
it's gonna be a big title.
That's a banger, bro. Just off the folklore, the movies, everything. Like, yeah, that's just gonna be big. Yeah.
I was reading stuff on it. I'm a little bit skeptical about a few things. I'll talk about that in a sec.
I feel like it's soon. Like, when did Mexico come out?
No, ages ago, man. That's 4 years old.
It doesn't feel like it, man. It's just such a good-looking game, man.
It came out this year on PlayStation.
Game.
It's the best-selling game on PlayStation this year so far. I assume Ghost of Yotei will take over.
I see why, brother. Trust me. I owned Forza day one on Xbox, so
Yeah, Forza Horizon was also day one. It's something else, and it going to Japan is the ultimate ask. This is, in my opinion, this is where the franchise should peak. This is where you put all your efforts in. This is where you really go in and don't play it safe. And that's where I'm really worried that this game.
Yeah, bringing back seasons, right?
They're bringing back seasons, so they've talked about that. Yeah. They've also talked about the fact that they're going to lean heavily into the Japanese culture, which is, to me, I was like, obviously, it's a given. It's based in Japan. And what I don't want in this game, when they're talking, I don't want the cheese dialogue. Hey guys, and what are you doing? And they're obviously going to get the and you're going to get all that weeaboo shit, as obviously, but I don't want the surface level bullshit. Japan racing culture is also serious, as wacky as it can be, because it has, we talked about this before, but you know, you've got your drift racing, you've got your initial D references there. They're going to lay it on thick with Mount Akina, which is a fake
can drive to Sony headquarters too.
Drive to Sony headquarters there as well. So actually on that point, funnily enough, so this game, I was talking about this last week, saying this could be the best selling racer ever. Mario Kart is probably going to stand in its way. But it could be huge, the best-selling racer ever.
Day and day, yeah.
If it released day and day on PlayStation.
Yeah.
The problem is this one isn't releasing day and day on PlayStation.
It's not.
It's not, no. It's a timed exclusive. It'll probably come out the same year, maybe, or maybe the following year. I don't know.
Hey, at least they're giving them a bone. Fuck it. I feel like that's cool.
I mean, it's confirmed for PlayStation. It's confirmed for PlayStation. The PS5 Pro. We'll get it, but you know, Forza Horizon is in Japan it's gonna sell. Like, it's gonna sell long term anyway. Like, it came out 4 years ago, and this year it came out on PlayStation, and it's the best selling game ever for the year. Sorry, for PlayStation.
Brother, that game just came out on PlayStation, and if PlayStation gamers didn't know no better, they would think like, wow, this is a next gen new game releasing. You know what I mean? Yeah. Even though it's a 4-year-old game, that's how visually impressive that game is. And screw the visuals, just how deep the game is, like the shit you can do in it. But yeah, that Tokyo's a good. I'm surprised more games haven't jumped on that. You know what I mean? I can't believe it took them this long. Actually, I'm actually shocked.
I'm glad. Part of me, I was glad that they pushed it. I was like, I just want them to do it right. So they definitely need as much time as they need to take. But I just want them to do it right. I feel like it needs a story mode, because there's so much you can do with the drift racing, so much you can do with
What's Turn 10 making?
Turn 10 are not doing anything now. They're basically a support studio for playground games. They just got
didn't they start Forza?
Yeah, they did. That was the
damn, that's how you do your people like that. Hey, you invented the fucking wheel, but you know what? You know what? You stay over there. We're gonna go with these. That's fucked up, guys. Come on, let's talk about it. That's fucked up, brother.
Well, it is.
Listen,
I agree with you. The fact that the Forza Most Turn 10 created for the Forza series, this was an offshoot of that, and because it supplanted Gran Turismo for several entries as the best racer until the last one, which is when it counted. Well done, Turn 10. And Forza has just gone downhill. And I mean, it's still Motorsport's a great game, but it's not there in the conversation. And look at the fate of Turn 10. They're pretty much a sports studio for their offshoot, and it's quite a sad, because ultimately, there's a lot of prestige in racing titles, with racing titles like Gran Turismo and stuff, and they're just like, people say Turn 10 is not dead. I'm like, okay, but you've slimmed the shit out of them. What's the future of Forza? You know Forza Horizon is going to be the main moneymaker. You've basically parked these guys to be support studio. When are we going to see the next Forza iteration? A motorsport iteration. It's going to be freaking, if at all, a long, long way away. And I don't know when we're going to see it, if at all. Forza Horizon ultimately is where in terms of racing games, is known as some of the best, if not the best racing game. It is an excellent title, and I just want it to evolve. I don't want and I think we'll get this anyway, but I don't want a fucking map splattered with just loads of events just vomited on screen without real any thought. I want like a really nice story. I don't want this like, hey guys, with a stupid dialogue in there, super cheesy, it doesn't do anything. I don't want a shitty character creator that's just stupid. That stuff really annoyed me in Forza Horizon, the last Forza Horizon 5. I was just like, there's more you can do here. There's more you can do here. But the Japanese one, you can do it a little bit more. But they said that it's going to be one of the most dense, like, packed ones. It's the most detailed city that they've done. Obviously, it's not going to be exactly one-to-one to Japan because that's ridiculous. They don't do that. They just do a mishmash of locations. So you'll have Shibuya, you will have, Tokyo, you'll have the big Wangan Highway, and then leading to a mountain where you can do the drift racing. There's going to be car parks, obviously, Tokyo Drift style. Car parks there, doing little drift challenges. That's going to be there. If you don't even do that, stupid. Japanese car culture when it comes to the motorways and stuff is highways. They are crazy if you know about that. You have these Japanese, you guys may not know about Bosozoku, which is this crazy car culture, weird designs with these spoilers up in the air. It's like wacky designs. Major customizations I'm expecting on this. Major customizations. Undercut neons and all of that. That's the thing with Japan. Their car culture is so diverse and so rich. You can do so much there. Part of me also wants, for me, when I was actually part of like here in the London, the car culture here, the dub scene, and for me a lot of it was that's the stuff that got me into video editing. Actually, funny enough, the car scene. I watched that a lot. A lot of my, I guess, style of editing comes from watching car editors or video editors, and the scene there on the underground car scene and the car convoy scene, Forza Horizon, the first one, really nailed the spirit of that. I used to go on car convoys. I had a shitty little Volkswagen Polo slammed on its coilovers, scraping the ground. It was like this, like I couldn't go over speed bumps. It did all that stuff. It was nice car culture, and the Forza Horizon, really the first one nailed that. So if this game is gonna, there's so much to do right. But I feel like I just don't want another biome change with a little bit of tasking, and I want it some freaking meaningful. Add some juice to it. Go and add a story.
It's difficult to add. I don't want to say it's difficult, but it's tough to really nail driving game stories. Tell me a good driving game that had an excellent story that you're like, man. It's tough. It's tough to do.
It's very hard to do, but you can do it. You definitely can. You can.
Yeah, you can.
If you look at Initial D, that's not a game, but it's amazing story about delivery boy, tofu delivery boy, who just started learning to drift, and this anime, amazing story. Dad put a cup in his car, poured water in it, because I just come back, I don't want to see any of it spilt. So you drift around this mountain without spilling any water. There's Wangan Midnight, if people don't know, that's a really good anime about the obsession with people who with car culture, which I've seen. I
know one thing, Forza is gonna look just spectacular with the HDR and just the
next gen only, current gen based. So no,
thank God,
not cross gen. Yeah, I know, right?
Thank God, all time.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big game. No, it's gonna be a big game. Anybody saying it's not a big game, they're either not into racers or they have a fucking horse up their ass.
Horse up their ass, apparently. Yeah, well, definitely they'll have a horse up their ass, because Forza Horizon is going to be a big event. It's coming out in a very busy year. You asked me earlier what are the games that are coming out. So Forza Horizon 6 is a big one.
It's a big one. So that's the biggest one, right?
Well, actually, in terms of sales, I reckon it will be, but there are bigger titles for me that are more exciting, which will be, debatable. You're going to have freaking Halo, the remake. That's definitely...
That's definitely... You're saying this with who's told you this? Say his name.
So Phil Spencer has told all of us, alluded to it, but not expressly, saying the big 3 games. So you're going to have Gears of War, you're going to have Halo, and you're going to have Forza. Gears of War is a big one. That's the really exciting one with UE5. Obviously, Phil Spencer says a lot of stuff. These execs say a lot of shit. I can't give you any guarantees that what they say is going to come to fruition. But 2026 is looking likely to house Gears, Halo, and Forza, the big 3 Xbox tentpole IPs. They're strong ones. And that's going to be big. And then on top of that, It'll have Fable as well. But all that in a year where bloody GTA 6 exists? Don't even ask me how you reconcile that. You need a wide berth from GTA. You need a wide 3-month berth. At least 3 months from a GTA 6 release, I would say. Because GTA 6 is going to be the biggest entertainment release in the history of man.
You know, we said, I've said this, that this year is the biggest year in gaming in a while. But really, if everything lines up next year, yeah, next year is definitely the biggest year.
Next year is 100% the biggest year. The biggest year by far. Nothing comes close. Nothing comes close.
Bro,
but GTA 6... What's
Gears of War is going to be on. You know what I really can't wait to see the Coalition do is them to shut. I really want them to shut the naysayers up with this UE5 shit. You know what I mean? Because I feel like the Coalition is going to show how to properly make a game running on Unreal Engine. And they're going to show people that it can be done and you can have the visuals maxed out and it running well and all that. So I can't wait to see what they do with that. Really, E-Day's the big, out of those three, I'm taking E-Day.
Oh, yeah, same. And I'm not even big Gears head because of the lack of evolution in that. But for me, if you say the big three, I'm looking at Gears E-Day, actually.
Yeah.
Well, I say well, Fable as well. But Fable, I think Fable stands the best chance of scoring the best Metacritic apart from Forza. But, and I know you're not a fan of Fable?
No.
No? I love Fable 1 and 2.
Yeah, I don't like, you know, I don't like Persona. I don't like Fable. I don't like... Fable always had, I forgot what, I played 2, I think it was. It had that dry humor. It was okay, but just never been... It's more of a lighthearted, right? Usually, am I wrong about that? More lighthearted kind of...
Definitely is.
Yeah.
It definitely is with fart jokes and kicking the chicken and stuff like that.
Yeah, I like more of a serious, you know. I'm not saying I can't like that, but I'm more of a serious tone type of guy.
I am too. Fable has a bit of a unique kind of humor where it can still be impactful, and they're changing it a little bit for this one in that.
And bro, they gotta get Halo correct, bro. And they gotta fucking bring Halo, like, dude. I booted up Infinite, I think it was like a week and a half ago, and I'm sitting at the menu screen, the music's so fucking good. I'm playing the multiplayer. I'm like, bro, the multiplayer is so fucking, like, the gun mechanics are perfect. How do they really fucked up, bro? I loved Halo Infinite campaign as well. So to me, I don't understand. Like, I just don't understand where, you know, it's weird.
I don't get it, bro. I don't get it either. Halo Infinite had all the trappings for it. Even their campaign, 10-year plan, just stuck with it, but they just molested the shit out of that IP, man, because they don't know what to do with it. They don't know how to handle this. Sony would never I don't think they would ever let Halo falter like it. I mean, they never had a Halo killer anyway.
Sure, they would. They let fucking Killzone die. They let SOCOM die.
I mean, Killzone didn't.
I'm not saying it's as, I'm not comparing that.
But
Killzone is as big as Halo. I'm saying.
Here and did go up here and then went back down. So it started off low. Halo was up here and then kept going. Halo 2 went up. 3 went insane. Even Reach, even a little bit down. Still.
Reach was one of my. I think Reach is my favorite Halo.
Yeah, for a lot of people, and it's still solid. A good send off for Bungie as they hand over the torch to 343.
And 4 was still good too. 4 was pretty good. I liked 4.
But that's where the decline happened.
Okay, you can say that.
The multiplayer was shit. So it copied COD, so that was a big mistake. Halo 5 went dipped again because its single player was atrocious.
5
multiplayer was
brother.
Good.
5 Halo 5 is such dog shit, guys. I recently just played that. I can say that, bro. The campaign is a fucking joke.
I don't know how they I don't understand. I don't understand how this happened. Who are you sending there to freaking? I don't get it. Your freaking ad campaign, ad reads, your marketing, all Agent Locke versus Master Chief, and then they start sucking each other. It's so bad. It's so bad. The boss battles, the recycled shit, just didn't make any sense. I don't get it. I don't get how these big companies, they're just so talentless, which is why I don't have any faith. I'm still excited because I'm the Halo fanboy in me, just wants it to be good. And I'm a little bit, look, it's going to be a remake. They're going to do a whole re-thing of the Halo CE, which is not that exciting to me compared to a sequel, which we're hearing is going to be a sequel to Halo Infinite. But how can you? There's so much. In my mind, the potential of where Halo could go could still be genre defining and had such lofty ambitions. Whereas with the Halo, what happened was it just got bam, 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 bam. It's just been beaten down. At the same time, though, I want to see Halo. Apparently, new team Halo Studios. Will they do better? Who knows? I do want it, I do want it to be good. And it's Halo's Halo. I'll always have a soft spot for it. But even say they don't mess up with Halo, you've got Gears, and I think Coalition going to really do well with it. And I think Forza Horizon is going to be hopefully it's going to be really good. Whether they do what I want them to do with it remains to be seen. Then
because I wasn't a fan of Kate. And what was his son's name?
And I don't even remember his son's name. I had a choice at the end of them. I think I killed him. I don't even know. I don't even know. The story is so dog shit. Like it starts off well, then just turns into just I don't know.
4 and 5, visually impressive games, decent multiplayer. But just not. I didn't give a fuck about none of the characters, bro. I was just like, I'm shocked they went back to this, prequel, and they can build on this too.
Oh man, Emergence Day. They can build shit on this game, man. This is going to be amazing. That's why I'm really excited. I'm super excited about Gears Emergence Day, man. E-Day is going to be... There's so much we can do about it. It's actually kind of crazy that Gears of War 1 started off where it did in the story. Like...
Yeah, if they're smart, they'll slow burn E-Day. They don't have to speed it all up to current, like just slow burn it and bring a couple games out with it.
Very true. That's exactly what they need to do. Don't just go straight into present day, slow burn the shit out of it, because I'm sure there's a lot of stories. By the time you control Marcus Phoenix in the first game, he's already murked. His face looks like a rock that's crumbled and shit, weathered by the madness in E-Day. And we know what happened to Dom, so the connection playing with Dom in E-Day is going to be amazing, man. It's going to be amazing. And it's going to, like you said, Gears E-Day is going to be if we've had the sure things happen, like Turn 10. We're like, they are the apex of, dealing with their own engine and stuff like that. And they faltered with the Forza in terms of the technical. Some bits technically really good, but otherwise they faltered in terms of the made from the ground up. They failed there. And they misled people because there was the signage and all the even by their own demo was misleading, because I went back and saw some of the stuff was just not there. But with Coalition, hopefully that doesn't happen. And I'm actually quite confident, because these guys are fucking talented and they know Unreal Engine well. And they literally, the Matrix demo, I think they were consulted on the Matrix UE5 demo. And this is going back to, for ages. People say, guys, you like to complain and wah and cry everything. And I've been saying since Gears of War 2 what Gears of War needs to do, which is to go back to that formula. Everything that they're trying to do with Gears of War E-Day is what I've been saying. It's the same thing. Freaking Cliff Bleszinski said the same thing the other day. He says Gears E-Day. He goes, this is exactly what they need to do. Tone it down, make it up and personal, make it more impactful, make it more survival horror, this is a normal, like right on screen right now. If Spotify listeners, you may not know what, but it's just basically one random locust guy really going to town on Marcus Phoenix. And it's like, yo, man. That's exactly what needs to happen. Not so stupid bullet sponging bullshit. And you just go around bouncing.
Not waves enemies. Make it more personal, man. Make this shit personal, man. And that just shows how I like that, because what they're showing right here is how dangerous just one locust could be.
Exactly.
I like that. They're showing, it's just dope. I can't wait to see. And dude, just seeing the old city, like that picture. I don't know if I made a wallpaper off it on PC. It's one of my most downloaded wallpapers. I got hundreds of downloads. My E-Day, Gears of War E-Day, for wallpaper engine. It's fire, bro.
Oh, look at that backdrop. Look at that.
This is what I'm talking about right here. The city. Yeah. That's what's so. Dude, I've never seen Gears like. I like the city combat, like street to street. That's fire to me.
Yeah, man.
If it's done that way. But yeah, Gears of War E-Day is a big game. That's a big
one. Big game. So both PlayStation and Xbox. Although for me, Xbox looks a lot more exciting because in 2020 you have Wolverine and you've got Saros. with Xbox, you've got Halo, Gears, Forza, and Fable. Like, if they don't get, and I say that every time, they don't get delayed, and they get delayed anyway. So one of them is probably going to get delayed, or all of them. I don't know at this point. But for me, the Xbox.
Yes, what makes Xbox is having their best year, guys. What do they got coming out? Halo, Gears, and Forza.
Halo,
Classic.
Gears, and Forza.
You can't beat it.
Halo's Kids Move song. Halo, Gears, and Forza. That's what they. It's true, but they also have Fable to add to the mix. So there's that, and I'm sure there's something else as well. But that's quite fair.
Oh, you see, this is a Gears of War Series X. Wait, because Xbox fucked up with these names. What is it called? The Xbox One X.
Yeah.
It's one of my babies right here. Right here. And when you push the button, it makes the noise, the Gears of War startup.
I've been switching to your camera feed, for variety, have you on full screen. It's quite funny that literally about 3% of what's on screen right now is your face, because your setup has everything shown but your face. And it's lovely. I love that. 3 pixels are dedicated to your face.
Yeah, and 10 pixels go to my nose. Brother. What are you gonna do? I have a nice setup. I want to display it. Guys.
You can do it other ways. You're not short of money. I can make that setup look so good. You just I will make it look good.
Listen, guys, I don't think the people understand what's about to hit them in the next year. They don't know. They're not ready. But they'll know soon.
No.
They'll know soon.
You gotta learn today. Oh, not today, but
I gotta learn.
You gotta learn. Exciting things coming. I want to make sure you understand what true greatness is. But absolutely, we've got Constantino goes, shut the fuck up, guys. I love Blaze's angle. He loves your side angle. Tokon is going to be sick. Tokon is going to be wicked, actually. Tokon's next year as well. I think that gets written off, but I think Tokon has a lot of potential to be really good. I don't know if you're into those fighting games, but I'm watching some gameplay of it. It looks really, really good.
Nose cam.
Nose cam.
There you go, bro. He gets it, bro. He gets it.
You were hoping they were in Master 2 and 3 before EJ drops? No, man. No one wants that. You're getting Gears, whatever. Gears got a remaster and Dean
Foam Stars. Yeah, see, when you start bringing up shit like Foam Stars, that just starts reminding me of the fucking dog shit PlayStation has promoted. They have so many good franchises, but yet they push these to the front. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me, dude. Don't even get me started, bro.
Oh man, I remember Cat Quest and Foam Stars and that showcase of it was fucking hilarious.
Destruction All Stars and fucking,
Oh my days! That's what I'm saying. We've gone through all of that shit, and we're starting to come out the other side, and it's really exciting on all platforms. It's starting to get. All the games that we started, some of these games we've seen years ago. Wolverine was revealed ages ago. Fable has been revealed ages ago. I don't even know what's happening with State of Decay. Is that even happening? What the frick is going on with that? Anyway, I haven't
heard anything from State of Decay since that cinematic CGI trailer.
If they come out tomorrow and said it's cancelled, I wouldn't even be surprised.
The State of Decay, the first one, wasn't that a Xbox arcade game that came out of nowhere?
Yeah.
Right? And that was cool. I remember playing that and like, oh, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
But then they made a franchise. What was the last State of Decay? Was that
2?
2, 3? Yeah. To me, that had so much potential, but they fucked it all up, bro.
State of Decay 2 was literally, I couldn't tell the difference between 1 and 2 until they did a visual remap of the whole thing. But even then, what I was excited about was the prospect of what State of Decay, the developers and the creators of it wanted it to be, and they wanted it to be something big, the ultimate like multiplayer online shared world game, like The Walking Dead, played online with your friends, build your communities, and you can face other communities. The potential is huge, like really high, because we've seen DayZ, which barely did half of what it could potentially do, skyrocket. We saw, what was that fraudulent game? It was Emergency or something. It looked like the Last of Us in like a multiplayer game. They got pulled in 2 days chat. You all know what it was about. It's like Emergency or something. I don't know what it's called. It was built basically on Unreal Engine. Engine. What was it called? Something, I forgot the name.
State of Emergency?
State of Emergency. That's an old game. What
am I thinking of?
Yeah, I think it's shit.
The Day Before?
The Day Before. I think that's the one. The Day Before. What a scam.
Yeah, that was a scam. Yeah, that's definitely the one. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the biggest scam ever. State of Emergency was that third-person Rockstar game, wasn't it? PS2 game.
Yeah, I don't know why I said that.
I see a State of Emergency game. Oh man, I want to see that. This was you shit, man.
I know, right?
That was a
State of Emergency.
That was a fucking sick game. I loved this game. I'm gonna bring it up on screen right now. This is a blast from the past. This is a brilliant game. Shout out to the channel that are showing it. Look at that logo. I remember now. Good times, man. It was so silly, and it gets crazy as well. Rockstar know how to do fun really well. Like, you just go around just making crime just so much fun. But yeah, there's on the streets you'll see rocket launchers and stuff being fired out, just killing loads of people. It's a really good game. This is amazing. Classic State of Emergency. It took me back. Yeah, man. So look, if you think 2025 is a solid year for gaming, 2026 is. I mean, GTA 6 alone is going to absolutely destroy everything. So, 2026 is insane. Beyond that, we've got a few things to talk about. Xbox ROG Ally X. Oh shit, Blaze, you like to buy and support stuff. Are you going to buy this game though?
I don't know. I own a Steam Deck. I own 2 Steam Decks. I already own the most expensive ROG Ally you can have. Yeah. So I don't know. I'm not sure if I will get it. Maybe I eventually will get it, but you know what I've realized when I'm just not utilizing these handhelds like I thought I would. You know what I mean? You'd think, oh, I'll just get in bed with your girl, and then you end up just fucking, your dick gets hard or you fall asleep. You don't really end up fucking playing anything in bed.
It's true actually. Well, to be honest, with the Switch too, I have been playing Donkey Kong and Smash Bros again lately, just to chill. After a lot of work's been killing me this year, but yeah, I agree with you. I bought a Steam Deck. Well, my brother broke it, but I've got a Steam Deck, and when I did have it, I didn't barely use it. But I was really excited about the Xbox handheld. But I was excited for a native device, and that's not really there.
That'll never happen again.
What?
We'll never get native devices again, bro. This is what I want. I want this from PlayStation. I want this from PlayStation.
You're gonna get it.
No, I want native. I want game. No, what I mean.
Native device with a PS6. You're gonna get an amazing one at that.
That's awesome, and I'll be happy with that. But I'm talking about exclusive software for the device.
That you might not get.
That will never happen again.
No, you're not gonna get that. You're gonna get PlayStation 6 titles that are portable, and PS5 titles that are portable on the PS6 handheld. That's what you're gonna get. Native device, like native portal, basically.
Right.
Yeah, because I know those devices were just works of art. They went really above and beyond there, and we're ahead of their time. It just didn't make the waves, and partly Sony didn't support them. Which one did they support? I always get this wrong. The PSP or the PS Vita? It's the Vita, right?
PSP.
The PSP is what they supported?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I bought both. Never really used them because I just didn't end up being that much of a handheld gamer. I actually use the DS more. But I think the PS6, the handheld is going to be very exciting because it's going to be a native device. For me, it's starting to dwindle a little bit, only because the Steam is now where I buy my games now. I'm just building a library. I've spent so much on games that I haven't even played properly this year. Just spent maybe probably about $400-500 on games this year, maybe more. On Steam.
That's light.
Is that light, or maybe more? I don't know. Is that how much you spend a game?
That's gotta be light, bro.
Oh yeah, if it's well, it's not $70 per game. How many games are like on my desktop right now?
What version of Battlefield did you buy?
Battlefield 6. I haven't bought it yet. Have you pre-ordered that? You're one of those.
No,
people?
I haven't. No, I haven't bought it yet. But I'm saying, what version are you gonna buy?
What do you get for the deluxe edition? Skins.
You get some fancy guns and skins. Yeah, I mean, they might get me. They might. I might just give it to them because I love Battlefield. I don't know. Brother, $80, $100. What the fuck? Whatever.
I mean, if it's good, if I'll use it. If I look, bro, you know me, I'm a cosmetic whore. If there's anything.
Me too. Me too.
I've spent a ridiculous amount on cosmetics, and if it's with Battlefield, I don't know what they could have. I mean, the jet stuff, they could do some really cool stuff, actually, I reckon. Even though I won't be able to see it. Well, you can, actually. Oh, man, that's a sick idea. Jet, yeah, because cosmetics. I don't know what the pack contains. I might get it. I'm a sucker for these things. Just get the different, if they do that stupid double XP shit, because then I will get it. Because the PlayStation guys on Battlefield 6 get extra double XP or something. So that they'll level up higher, and obviously I want to get some stuff, because with the Battlefield, when you get on the multiplayer, the first thing is a race to level up the weapons, so you can find the higher tier weapon and the attachments, and then dominate the scrubs. I don't know if I have that much time to dedicate to be like I used to in the good old days, but it was a fun race at the start of the game to really level up and learn the game and the meta as well. I'm more of a pilot in that game, so for me it's just all about unlocking the
Are you a good pilot?
Yeah, I'm a good pilot.
Really? Wow.
I used to be incredible. People used to call me a hacker on PC. I used to play Battlefield 3 on PC. People used to call me, using a joystick, and I wasn't using a joystick. I've never used a joystick on Battlefield. I started playing Battlefield 6. I struggled quite a bit. I put a video up of me playing it, and I'm like average now.
They got inverted controls, don't they?
They do. I turned that off.
So when you go, yeah.
Did I? I don't remember now. I'm just trying to remember. But there's a lot of customization that you need, like doing the air brakes on your space bar and things like that you can leverage in that game. When you're a pilot, you will absolutely, if you want to be good, you have to amend the edits, the key bindings for that game. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But sorry, the ROG Ally X, the pricing has made people debate the shit out of it. PlayStation guys, let me ask you this, yeah? Well, it's not an Xbox, it's a ROG Ally X, until the price got revealed, and then then it was an Xbox, wasn't it? There's a lot of hypocrisy, double standards there when it comes to how you regard this device. But ultimately, $1,000 for the Ally X seems quite high. Oh, it's very high for a handheld device. What the flip is gonna be the price of the next gen consoles? It's gonna be cheap.
$1,000. I'm putting that towards a new GPU. If I have to choose, I'm getting a new GPU. I'm not paying $1,000 for a handheld, bro.
$1,000 for a handheld is insane.
It's a lot. And I know, that's a lot of money. And I think the more this sells, the more we're fucked. Actually,
we are fucked. It's sold out now. Whether or not it's just a limited amount of stock to build scarcity. We know Nintendo do it. Everyone does it. It doesn't matter, but it's sold out everywhere, which is positive for Xbox and hardware, but not really. Let's see the long-term ramifications of it. Because this week we also saw. I mean, I wonder if it will do well. I think it also makes the transition for the consumers today for the next Xbox and its hybrid nature with Steam integration much easier, because this device will have Steam on it, and that says it's really cool. And Xbox's UI integrating Steam is a big deal. It's a big deal. Like that's it. That's your entry gateway into Steam. And now when the console does it, the Xbox is starting.
Well, I heard they're updating all the allies with that interface eventually.
The Xbox interface?
Yeah.
Xbox are laughing. Well, that's interesting.
I don't know how true that is, but that's what I heard. But the thing is too, with these, a lot of the Xbox guys just want to get on Twitter and play Uncharted on Steam on their Xbox Ally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like there's no that wow factor. It's like, brother, you can play Uncharted with an Xbox controller right now. Like, what's the difference?
Yeah, no, honestly, you can. It's crazy now. But when
I like handhelds, trust me, I own a lot of them. I'll probably get it. It's just $1,000. It's like, am I really gonna utilize this? Probably not.
Nah, I don't know.
Guys, if you're home and you got your PC in front of you, why would you ever compromise?
I mean, sometimes it depends on where you're sitting on the sofa and stuff like that. Fair enough. I've done that with the Nintendo Switch. I have the dock. I have not even plugged it in. It's in its packaging. I only play it undocked. I've never really played that game docked.
That's fair. I mean, fair enough.
But at the same time, I get what you're saying. Like for you, your prime, your key experience is gonna be, like here, like sat down in front of a TV, and yeah, I want to do it that way. Absolutely. It's sold out though, and I've seen the discourse. PlayStation guys are going real salty on the price. I understand the thing on the price, absolutely. But
how much did the Steam Deck sell? Do we know? Do we got numbers?
Like 2-3 million, chat. If you remind me, it wasn't that high, but at the same time,
that's decent.
It was decent because for a device that wasn't.
And the Steam Deck sold out.
Yeah.
Immediately as well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So they're yeah. I don't know. It's not necessarily. I'm not gonna buy it. That's not for me. But the amount of shit Doc got for buying it and posting about buying it.
Brother, Doc is buying that for a multitude of reasons, but the main factor, and he can fight me all he wants, the main factor is content. He's gonna sit there, make his videos, playing the game. I'm telling you, and like he's good at that personal. Yeah. He's the Dominican solid red, bro. Same background. You know what I mean? Dude got a washer behind him, tank top. You know what I mean? And people watch him because Doc, he's real. He just says how he feels. You know what I mean? I love me some Doc. That's my man right there. That's my guy right there. My brother.
Doc is a boss. You gotta.
Nah, I fuck with him. I fuck with him heavy, bro. I think he's entertaining. He's well informed. That's my guy right there.
Yeah. No, honestly, Doc is pissing people off. I like it how he has a non-serious take on the whole console war thing. He's really chilled about it.
Yeah.
But it bothered Beer Baron goes, why does it bother Sony guys so much he bought one? Why are they pocket watching? Hey man, people are posting up doing all sorts to their PlayStations. This man can at least buy a device.
Bro, people can buy whatever the fuck he wants to buy. Like, dude, like that's the problem, bro. People sit there way too much and like, you know what I mean, bro? You got way too much time on your hand if you're watching what the fuck I'm buying. If you're trying to tell me what not to buy, what to buy, let people buy what they want to buy, bro.
They can do it, but at the same time, I get shit for getting a 5090. Fine. So what?
Did you got shit for that?
Oh no, it's Alex made a video about it. It's like, oh, you bought this shit, you can't. The little peasant with his freaking
brother, that's
communist
because
build.
Alex got a 1060 Ti, claiming to be a PC guy. That's why he said that.
I was like, bro, come on, man.
Bro, the best thing to do, the reason why I always had the best GPUs, ironically now I don't, but the reason why I always did, because no matter what, when these PC guys would argue with me, it's like, well, my PC setup is better than yours. My CPU is better than yours. My monitors are better.
Yeah.
Like I got the most expensive monitors you can buy. Like, what do you want to talk about?
Yeah, exactly. I don't know what he does it, and I'm like, you do realize I want to take the piss out of your build, right? Your PC. Your PC is worse than mine. He goes, oh no, but you cocks for that. Your PC is worse than mine. Like way worse than mine. You're sitting there, make videos crying about UE5 stutter, and I'm not saying my PC's free from that, but it's a lot less susceptible to than yours. Yeah, shut the fuck up, man. You ain't never coming. Don't come here, man. It's like comparing dick sizes. You got sitting there with a micro penis, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing? Just sit your ass down, man. Didn't even fucking spend even my GPU cost more than your PC. Sit the fuck down. Alex wants to,
I'll give him credit though. He wants to like try to save you money. Like, Blaze, you don't need to buy. I remember like, hey, I'm buying this pre-built. Bro, I bought this PC right here. I paid $4,000 for.
Yeah.
With no GPU.
Yeah. My PC's built off the. You told me to put this case. You've got the same case, the light-based case.
Same case, same motherboard.
Same motherboard, same CPU. You've got the 9800 X3D.
Top of the line, baby.
Exactly. Have you got the 5090 yet, or are you still looking for it?
No, not yet, brother. Because you know what I want? I've never gotten. This is the thing. I've never got to choose my GPU. Every time I bought a PC, it was pre-built.
Okay.
So whatever came with the PC,
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'd pray to God it wasn't like. But I've usually always got the Founders Edition, so I was cool with it. They're decent looking cards. But I want the it's the Asus one. They don't call it the Strix anymore. They call it the can't even think of the word. The Strel. I forget the fuck what they call it. But the point is, I want that. But dude, these dudes are stingy. They want like $3,000. Like, I'm not giving you $3,000 for a fucking, like, no, I'm not giving you $3,000. So I'm just being patient. Hopefully, you know, I'll have one soon, you know, but
Yeah,
we'll see.
I spent $3,350 in dollars for my GPU, and it's not even a good one. I mean, it's a good one. It's the 5090, but not one of the special Founder Edition or anything like that. It was just one of the Palantir.
Though, but that's what I want. I want to be able to actually pick my fucking GPU for once. That's it. But you know, you got a 5090 at the end of the day, bro. You can kill anything. Whatever you know, optimization is almost laughable sometimes when you have a 5090 because you just brute force it. You know what I mean? Not everything.
I was like, I was playing Borderlands 4 the other day with Cole. Heard all the stuff about Starter, and I'm just like, Max, apply it. Go.
Beautiful. Isn't that the best feeling in the world?
It's amazing. I'm like, all right, okay. I'm playing on my freaking OLED monitor here, MSI monitor with freaking
Living your best life, bro.
sick. The colors popping like mad. I'm like, oh shit, even this game looks good. Like, damn. It looks amazing. The texture, everything, it just looks amazing. Like, I'm loving life right now. And finally getting to settle down and play these games. So criminal that I've had this rig set up and haven't been able to play for the longest time because of the shit that's happening.
Yeah, you know,
so good.
and this is not a critique towards you, but the majority of these big YouTubers, the guys that make videos constantly,
Yeah.
they don't play games and they don't beat games either. That's the truth, guys.
But also, I'm guilty of that this year for the longest time.
But this year.
Yeah. But this year, I mean, bro, it's been madness. I have my own business.
Brother, you've
launch.
had your
I had a
right. You have your
buyout,
parents.
a house move. There's still so much shit going down. But now I'm ready. Now everything's settled down, and I'm looking. I can see all the games that are coming out, and I'm gonna try and stick to one game. But Battlefield is gonna fuck me up. Battlefield and then Arc Raiders. How long between the gap between Battlefield and Arc Raiders? It's like 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
That'll be enough to get enough
Bro,
meat into Battlefield and then go to
Arc Raiders is dope. I'm definitely gonna. And listen, the industry's gone. You know, BR was the big thing. Now the industry's saying, well, no, extraction shooters are the big thing. And that's, you see a bunch of extraction shooters, just, you know, the Tarkovs, you know, the Marathon, some good, some bad, whatever. That's the new hotness right now. But I think Arc Riders, their world, that's UE5 too. Ran great, looked great.
UE5 doing the bits, carrying the industry with all its foibles, still making it happen. And Arc Raiders is a small, is it AA development budget?
Brother, that team was on Keymailer like a year, 2 years ago, and I remember I was approved for their game, but their game looked more like, I don't want to say Destiny. It wasn't. They weren't going this direction at all. So they definitely rehauled.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Absolutely. Look at it. I you know what? I haven't even looked at that much gameplay of it at all because.
Have you played it?
No, I didn't get. Bro, I was begging to get in. Obviously the open.
Brother, I had. Oh my God, I had invites.
On Twitter and everything.
You should have hit me, bro. I had one more invite and I never gave it to nobody. I just.
Oh my God, I was begging for it on Twitter. I'm like, oh, someone got it. No one
Oh
had it.
man.
Oh shit. Okay.
I saved mad content. I have a bunch of shorts lined up, but I haven't released them yet.
Okay.
Who's at my door?
Oh shit. Well, okay. Just double check. And I'll just double check while we're here to see what else we have. I've got Saros, Wolverine, Ghost of Yotei. We talk about Forza Horizon. We talk about the Battlefield 6 campaign. We talk about the ROG Ally X. We're talking about Costco reportedly not selling Xbox consoles anymore. Wow. We're talking about the ROG Ally X. What about the Series X not even being sold at Costco anymore? And I've seen damage control on this, and I'm not surprised at all. Like, who's buying the series consoles there nowadays? Is it selling? You've just increased the price, disgusting price at $800 for a Series X. $800 for a Series X. Are you taking the piss in the US? But that's your main market. That's your main market. You should have taken the hit. Oh, tariffs, this and that. You did 2 price hikes post tariffs. Xbox don't even want to sell these consoles anymore. They don't want to take the hit anymore because they know they've got a better audience with PlayStation. No, isn't that true? Xbox, yeah. Like, literally, let's be real. Like, PlayStation guys are buying that shit, buying the full price games. Day one, they're supporting it better than their own games. But
you know what's so funny about that is, like, because they went the Game Pass route and they're seeing, like, wow, like, you know, we're selling our games full price instead of putting it on Game Pass. Like, they're so not used to that. You know what I mean? Like, damn, people actually bought this shit. Wow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, we're getting paid full price, bro. That shit matters, bro. Look, Game Pass is an excellent service, but again, bro, like
I still think that if they play their cards right, which is even with COD, I don't know why they can't play their cards right, but it's dumb. But even with COD, if they played their cards right. Even with this multi-plat strat, they do the Game Pass advertising and, you know, their library's beast. They should be able to really get those subscription numbers up because Game Pass still feels like a cheat code. Like, it still feels like almost semi-pirating with the titles that Xbox is releasing. You've got Ninja Gaiden that's coming out as well. That's going to be another Game Pass title. You're going to have Call of Duty that's coming out in a couple of weeks. That, you know, even I'm like considering subbing now that Microsoft has started to do stuff in the international realm. I'm not going to talk about politics too much, but they've done a little bit now. Yeah, it's made it a little bit more palatable for me to resubscribe back to Game Pass. I boycotted it, but now you're like, oh, you're taking some action. I'm not under any illusion about your intentions there. Oh, you just got caught, but at the same time,
Call of Duty,
that's on a Game Pass, man.
Brother.
Like, I don't want to pay full
I'm
price
all
for
set.
it.
I'm all set with COD, bro.
As in, you're done with it. When Battlefield.
I'm done. Especially the direction they went. I'm done.
Yeah,
I was already done, dude. 2019 was a high moment for me for COD, and I get people don't. 2019 had a lot of issues, a lot of the map design, fucking windows everywhere. I'm just saying, 2019, the realism was just so fucking off. It just felt authentic to me. It just felt like, this is what I wanted. Then they're on the 3 years, Treyarch and all these people make different games, so they have different directions they go to. But I think Battlefield being Battlefield, I have no business looking at COD. Especially, you see their campaign, it's all weird. It's like, are you on fucking shrooms and shit? Like, and look, the space shit is cool. Infinite Warfare,
amazing.
I know it gets a lot of hate, but the campaign was fucking incredible, bro.
Yeah, Infinite Warfare was actually really, like, impressive. Like,
go back and play that game. That shit was fire, bro. Go back and play that visually. Like, to this day, you're like, oh my god, this shit looks good.
Yeah, even to this day, this is it's nearly 10 years old. Infinite Warfare,
brother, that shit still looks incredible.
Yeah,
like the first mission, you're on fucking, I think one of the moon planets. You see Saturn in the back, bro. Shit is crazy.
Yeah. Infinite Warfare was really like a very special attempt at this Treyarch or Infinity Ward. That did it, and they really good.
You gotta understand, people were getting fatigued with all the robots and the wall running and shit, right? And then Battlefield came at the perfect time. Hey, Battlefield 1, and then his Call of Duty, show us what you got. And they're like, oh nah, fuck. This was the most disliked trailer of all time at one point. You remember?
Yeah. But I liked it. I liked it at the time. I'm like, because I love space. I'm more of a sci-fi guy.
Me too.
But it's just like, how far will they take it? But it's the reason why. I mean, I do want to play Call of Duty's campaign. I just want to try it. And my resub to Game Pass now as the political landscape gets a little bit more palatable with Microsoft. It's not so much of a bitter taste, but I don't know. It's a fluid thing. But I loved it. And yeah, Game Pass is crazy. And next year, Game Pass it gets better and better. It's getting, the value proposition of a Game Pass this year was amazing. Next year is going to be even better. With Halo, Gears, Forza, Fable potentially, assuming they don't get delayed. And obviously Game Pass has more than just those games and first party titles. So, this year you had freaking Clears Obscures Expedition 33, the game of the year, the game of the gen contender for so many people was on Game Pass. Xbox had made that decision and had the foresight to assess the quality and say, yeah, they're going to pick this one. And they smashed it. And that's on Game Pass. I just remembered now. So Game Pass is ridiculous. Don't even... everyone will talk about the sustainability and bollocks. This week we saw news that the Game Pass is the developers are opting to come back in on it. They see the positive benefits of Game Pass for them. A lot of people think that for some reason the developers have a gun held to their head to subscribe to get their games on Game Pass. That's not the case. Game developers are rushing to get their games on Game Pass if they can get approved, because they get the bag from Microsoft up front that will give them a peace of mind, and they will get the marketing push and the player numbers. And the player numbers is something that's really important nowadays. A lot of people go, a la carte sales, like freaking Colin. A la carte. I heard that word so many times, a la carte sales. Doesn't matter, man. Nowadays, they want numbers. They want people to see the game, because that word of mouth will make a big impression. And even if Xbox is tiny in the third place in this space, what that could do for a developer that is a multi-plat developer, most games are multi-plat, Xbox is the springboard for their marketing. It's on Game Pass. It gets that natural, organic talking point out across all people's discussing a title. And then on Xbox and on PlayStation and Nintendo and PC, they'll buy it. So now you've got your money out of the bag. You've got upfront fees from Microsoft. You've got eyes on. Now you get to test the organic conversation between the Xbox community and see how much noise this title can make, alongside your simultaneous release and whatever marketing additionally you want to do for your title on PlayStation, on PC, on Nintendo. Why wouldn't you want it on Game Pass? It's stupid. The conversation, just because PlayStation cannot do a Game Pass competitor because of the comparative financial might of the corporations that back these gaming divisions, means that only Xbox can take the capital hit, means that you're going to be a serial cocksucker just sitting there going, it's unsustainable. No one's fooled by it. No one's fooled by it. Very few of you are talking about this in earnest, about the sustainability, and it's still a risk. It's still a risk, even if it's $1 trillion Xbox and Microsoft's backing it. Game Pass could fumble. Microsoft could even lose the appetite to use Game Pass when they're seeing such big numbers on PlayStation for their titles. No one's saying it's the sure hit guaranteed thing to last in perpetuity. But as a gamer, its value is unmatched. So if it's gonna die, fucking use it now. Unless you're boycotting it like some of us. But yeah, use it now. If you're not stifled by moral quandaries, use it now. Let it die, and then you can say, hey, I took advantage of that, and I got to play all these fucking games for the price of hardly anything. Which is how people are justifying the price of the Xbox Ally X. They said, hey man, I saved $1,000 just on Game Pass by subscribing to Game Pass by not buying these titles full price. And these heavy gamers who play a lot of games are saving a lot of money. I can understand that. So yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? 5 years in, we're still talking about Game Pass. But Game Pass is better than ever before. It gets crazier and crazier and crazier. And next year, it's going to get crazier. Mad. It was a hit for me. Even though I don't... Okay, fine, fair enough. I'm grateful for being able to just spunk money the way I do. But at the same time, I like to save money, or try to. And... I was like, oh, fuck. When I found out about what Microsoft's doing and all this whole whatever, I was like, I had to boycott it. And it's just like, oh my god, it's the worst time to do it. They've got Clear Obscure 33, all these games coming out, and I'm just freaking canceling this shit. Oh, it's the worst time. And yeah. And I might resub now. Just make sure you don't freaking let them use your Azure servers again, which you will do, innit? But yeah, it is what it is. Exciting landscape anyway. I think gaming as a whole, it's not cushy. Let's be honest, there are some serious problems with the industry where we've gone, but on a game level, like on the way it is, on a progression level, it hasn't progressed. I'm sorry, it's stagnated or it's hit a ceiling. AAA development is not that exciting, and GTA 6 is the only one I look at now. Rockstar for some meaningful big strides, and I'm expecting. And if they don't hit those strides, I'll be pissed. But gaming as a whole, there's something for everyone. There's something for Solid Rev when he's playing Cronos. There's Borderlands 4. We've got everyone talking. I bought it as well. There's going to be multiplayer finally after 4 fucking years, Blaze. I can finally freaking get excited for a new multiplayer game. Finals and this and that were really good, but I want something meaty, and the beta showed me Battlefield 6, even though it's a conservative upgrade between 3 and 4, it has the source. And then after 2 weeks after that, we're going to get Arc Raiders, and we're going to make some memes. And I've got so many games, including Hades, which is sitting at a 94 Metacritic. Did I even talk about that? Hades, 94 Metacritic. Fucking hell, man. We had Silent Hill. You had Hades is gonna be sick. I didn't even talk about that. Hades. I assume you don't like Hades because it's top down and all this shit. Yeah, I know. I can see it already,
brother.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Think I'm fucking excited for Hades, brother?
I don't think you're excited for Hades. This is precisely why.
Listen, it's a roguelike. Like the only roguelike game I like is Returnal, and I know, oh, you're Sony. No, because the perspective was different. It was like, oh, it's not a top-down, like, you know. And I've played top-down games.
Yeah.
Listen, I know Hades is a good game, but like when Jack told me that he beat the game like 30 times or some shit to come see the whole story, I'm like, wait, what?
No, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. You don't get it. It's like
it's a good thing to beat it 30 times.
Yeah, because it doesn't feel like a read. Like it just feels fresh. The dialogue, it just works so well. It may feel like finishing it 30 times, but it's part of the one time. It's like a one journey. It doesn't feel like you're doing it 30 times. Well, it kind of is amazing. It was amazing. It's like it doesn't feel like, oh, I have to go another run to finish the story. No, you're getting stronger. You fucking find it. First, when you started off, you were just getting murked, and now you understand. You've unlocked these weapons and the combos, and then the mixes. And oh man, I was struggling with these bosses. Then afterwards, I'm just powering through, peppering them. You feel powerful, more and more and more and more powerful, and it goes with the story. And then the voice acting is incredible. The characters, even though it's top down, you were like, I'm more engaged in these characters than the 3D ones that I see with all the facial textures and stuff. Hades one was a work of art. It is a way better roguelite than Returnal. Way better. It doesn't even come close. That's how much better of a roguelite it is in terms of its gameplay mechanics, in terms of its story, in terms of its voice acting.
Gameplay mechanic? No, we're not doing that.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry.
Fuck, there's no comparison, man. Nah. If the perspective,
Returnal's a way better fucking game.
I can't help him. Chat. I can't help him about this. Hades is a way better roguelite than.
Oh, Returnal. I'm not disputing that. You just said gameplay, and that's where I said no.
Yes.
Well, that's your opinion, brother.
It's so good. It's not for everyone, but it's
brother. Like Returnal's not for everybody. Clearly, the Returnal sold fucking 10 copies, but I think it's better. Personally, it made me play a roguelike for the first time. You know.
I can see why. I think you'll really love Saros.
Yeah, I'll like it. I'll definitely like it.
I think we both love it. I think Saros is going to be something else. Yeah, but that's another game I just bought, and Hades 2 that is, and I don't know when I'm going to get to play it, but there's greatness for everyone, man. Chat, we're making memes. Like even for the win says Hades is better than Returnal, and I fuck with Returnal. Returnal more like returnable. Says NC. Jube says no one bought Returnal. Returnal gameplay was better, says Ron Burgundy. Can't beat the gameplay shooting of Returnal. The feeling, the tactile feeling of that controller with Returnal was really good. I like that.
I mean, it was good on PC. Look, like I said, that, bro, my opinion doesn't mean it's the valid or the right opinion. I'm just telling you what this is what I like. You're asking me what I like. This is the type of shit I like.
Absolutely. Hades won Game of the Year the same year Returnal came out. All right. Hades deserved it. But yeah, Returnal is different. Cut out the background music, ruins the podcast. There is no background music. The fuck's he talking about?
This man has a tab up and forgot.
I love the background music in mine, but I'll do that in my solo streams. But what are you talking about?
I don't mind the music. I don't mind the music, actually.
But there is no background music, is there? Chat, there's no background music. Is he talking shit? There's nothing. Yeah, not gonna lie, Returnal story was trash. If the gameplay was so good, I would have refunded it on Steam. If it wasn't so good. Yeah, the stories, I found it a bit intriguing going to that house and figuring out what the fuck is going on with the story. It was quite dark.
Little horror elements, but I didn't, like I said, I didn't play Returnal for the story. You know, that's and yeah. I'm usually narrative. Like I like gameplay, don't get me wrong, but I like a game with a strong narrative. That's what hooks me. But Returnal, the thing that hooked me was the mysterious nature of, like, you know, what the fuck, where are we? Like the music, the ambiance, like the music, the little, it was just cool. I don't know. I really, and I like that sci-fi space shit, you know. But yeah, I mean, look, Returnal is not perfect at all. It launched, like I said, that shit crashed all the time, had issues, you know what I mean? But if we're talking about a top-down game, yeah, the last top-down game I really enjoyed was Red Alert, Command and Conquer. That's the shit I like. You know, like a RTS type shit.
Wow, Red Alert. Okay, well, fair enough. I feel like if you gave it a little bit more time, you would enjoy it. If I said, hey, Blaze, you're locked in for an hour, you'll have to play Returnal. Hades, sorry. I reckon then you'd be like, you know what, I know what's getting Gaz, brother. You were right. You were right. This game's fucking great, man. You were right.
Listen, it's the same thing they said about E33. You'll play it for an hour and you'll be hooked. You know what I mean? Dude, people cried E33.
It's an emotional game.
Yeah, like they would, like, bro, they were telling me I cried at the beginning. I'm like, oh, really? Damn, this shit must be crazy. I was thinking.
It was emotional. I could tell what was happening, but it was a feel. And then the game doesn't shy away from making you shed some tears later on. But I feel like if I gave you Hades, maybe there's a challenge to have an hour of Hades. Maybe you'll like it. I don't know. But I can't guarantee with any certainty that you would. But it is what it is. Broski, we've gone on for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, and we smashed it. Thank you so much for coming on, bro. Are you doing a podcast
welcome,
today?
Bro.
After dark?
I don't know. No, that after hours.
After hours, yeah.
Every other week.
Okay.
So Solidcast, I already talked to Gaz. I might bring Solidcast to Wednesday night and keep after hours on Saturday night, and then bring Gaz in as my fucking co-host.
I'm a pony now.
Proper pony. I mean, Gaz, look, we got the same logos. We both got skulls. We both got big noses. Yeah. We both got big dicks. We both got deep wallets. We both got. I mean, what else do you want to do, bro?
Exactly, man. Let's touch tips. This is made to happen, and we
made.
Keep it real.
Absolutely. People think I'm Arab, so fuck it.
Yeah. Absolutely. Oh man, looking forward to it, man. Blaze, before we go, what do you want to tell them? You kind of told them. Where can they find you, bro? They know where you are.
Yeah, they know where I'm at. Blaze 4K on YouTube. Solidcast every other Saturday right now, because it was getting slow, but now things are starting to pick up, so who knows? But yeah, maybe I'm gonna move Solidcast to Wednesday night, keep after hours. After hours is a different type of show. Starts at 11 o'clock. It's not there's no structure. We can talk about anything from food to candy, but it's primarily game based. But there's no limitation on what you can talk about. We just don't do religion or politics, but it's a good show. It's a good we usually go for like 3-4 hours too.
Okay.
So
good.
But yeah, it's cool. We'll talk more, Gaz. Trust me. Me and Gaz got a lot we got a lot of plans. We just got to try to put the pieces together. Me and Gaz got a lot of plans. So we'll see what's going on.
Absolutely, we will. We're going to show you how it's done. Chat, guys, stick around because I'm going to redirect to Fonz when this is done. But thank you so much. Smash the like button. And I know I missed out uploading the podcast last week to Spotify. I'm going to actually do that after show's ended, and looking into Apple Play straight away. After the show's ended, so it's up straight away within a couple of hours. So please bear with me. Thank you so much. Hit the like button, people. Mad love. Shout out to Fonz. Stick around. And then I'll see you next week. Peace.
Peace.